What are we
Hi.
doing here?
Hello. Welcome to the show where Laura doesn't know what she's doing here.
No
Um,
one does.
True. No one does. We have a full cast for the first time, I think, besides session one. Congratulations, us. We did it. Um, Drinks on Matt later tonight. Um,
Yeah.
but some news for on the table. We do have a new player who's going to be joining us. Hannah will be going ahead and taking over Nate's spot, which is will be introduced later on once we go ahead and actually meet her character. But just a little bit of a recap of what happened last week. There was a little bit of combat that went on. You guys were go ahead and spoke with a individual named Gregory, as the group has dubbed them, and they were able to go ahead and make a deal with you, trading a small pin of Lord Varix, and in change for that pin, you guys were given the location and safe travel through the cave that is the cave that the wardens were being held in. After you guys were able to go ahead, slowly sneak through the cave, Gregor was able to go ahead and disarm some of the traps as you guys made your way down to find the more or less makeshift jail of where the wardens were being held captive at. As you guys were beginning to walk into the room, you guys did notice a large flying creature that was later found out to be called the Electrovore, a large bird serpent mixture like creature that was able to go ahead and send electricity shocking an area of effect, and you guys were able to go ahead and fight said creature and pretty decently be able to wipe it out with um, a mixture of shooting, slashing, and a magic missile. You guys were able to go ahead, pick up the corpse, and carry it, as you guys did make sure that the wardens were able to have a more or less a safe and relaxing ride back to the ship of yours. And com codes were traded between Thrawn and Gregory. And Thrawn was able to go ahead and receive a message that just said Gatorade, as it showed a picture of Lord Varix holding up a lifeless body of Lord Varix. So you guys currently do have an ally on Abalon who currently runs a very small town. You guys began to go ahead and head back off into space. You guys were able to go ahead and break through the barrier into the atmosphere and head out to space, where you got a message and you were able to go ahead and debrief Starfinder on what exactly took place. They did let you know there was originally 15 wardens when they first went out for this expedition, and currently 5 remain. You guys are on your way back to either Absalon Station or heading straight to Castrovel to be able to turn in this mission, get paid, and see exactly what mission is lined up with you guys heading off to Castrovel. What would you guys like to do? Anything specific? Well, it was about a 5 days travel. You guys were a day and a half in. So you guys have roughly about 3.5 days before you guys are not, excuse me, head back to Absalom Station, which were the coordinates that were given to Al on shift for Denver to go and lie down for a moment.
Feel obligated to ask. Long rest.
Yes, long rest. Able guys are able to go ahead rest up. You guys are at full hit points, full stamina points, spell slots back, all that good stuff if you have them, and you guys are all set and ready to go.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do when we get there?
Well, we have to turn in. We gotta drop off our kids, and then we have our choice of next mission, effectively. And I think our plan was to double dip a little bit. So we'll have. We wanted to head to Castrovel, I think, and I think there was a mission to Castrovel as well, but also tracking down the scum that hired people to try and shoot us out of the air.
Yeah. I mean, if we go find them out there, people came around and was like, "Hey, go blow the shit out of everybody who tries to come." That came out weird, but
Yeah, it was rough.
yeah. Now, we go to Castrovel.
Sure.
We raise hell. We get paid well,
Okay.
and we then come on back. I see no
And
problem.
we have a bake sale.
Ooh,
with
bake
Gatorade.
sale.
No,
Bake sale.
no bake sale.
Bake sale. Bake. We'll talk about it. We'll workshop it, and the Gatorade
We'll
part
talk
comes
to
in
Sunny.
later.
We gotta get Sunny on board, but we've already got a cup of flour, so we're headed that way.
Yep, 100%. If we, never mind.
No, not Sunny. No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
what?
It's a powder. It's a cooking powder.
Spelled differently.
So you're saying I'm powder? You cook with me?
No, not you. I like
Captain,
you.
are we grounding
I
up
don't
Sunny to
like
make food?
flour.
I'm
No.
so fucking confused.
That is not necessary.
Thank you, Sarat.
Alright, cool. So we're dropping off these wardens or what? They keep bothering me. They're really annoying.
Well, that is still a days away.
They're just in the back. Are we there yet? This is taking so long.
It's like, hey, you'd get more life out of your engines if you did it this way.
The dwarf does walk up to you, Thrawn.
Here.
Any reason we're not using the drift to get there? I mean, we'd already be there right now if we did.
Is there any reason that this is my ship?
Huh. He sort
Just
of
gonna-
kicks the invisible rock that was there and just begins to whistle as they begin to walk away.
No, see, I'm with you, Otto. This is.
I'm gonna kind of kick my sunglasses down and spin back around and look out the observation window, just like acting like I'm flying. That way I don't have to be a part of that. Just, this is awkward.
You guys go ahead and continue to travel on. A very uneventful travel for you guys. Nothing pops up, no space combat. But 3.5 days later, you guys do arrive at Absalom Station. You go ahead and land in the same spot that you had picking up the ship in itself. Denver, if you want to go ahead and roll a good old-fashioned piloting check for me, that'd be just the greatest.
I can do that. Rolling a piloting check. That's a 28.
Beautiful. You go ahead, land it just beautifully. You guys go ahead and offboard. That's the word I was looking for.
Disembark.
Or that. Your choice of wording.
Oh!
Unload on the ship.
Unclose the gap.
Exactly.
Unclothe the gap.
Deload.
Then it would just be an empty store.
It's true.
Mission accomplished.
But
It's called shoplifting.
right. The
you
wardens
get
will
caught.
go ahead, thank you, and then begin to go ahead and head towards. Actually, it's head to the opposite direction that Starfinder is.
Okay.
Yeah, Captain, shouldn't they be heading to confirm that we
Hey.
get paid?
Hey, and I'll run up to him. Don't you need to go for your debrief at Starfinder?
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna go get a drink first. and then go debrief.
Cool. Not my problem.
It's not.
I know they're tightwads over there. I'm just trying to help you out.
I appreciate it. I let them know that we landed and that we'd be there shortly.
You just when we were in the spaceship, you seemed like you were in a rush to get there, and so it's just weird.
I was getting in a rush to get an Absalom for a drink, not necessarily go back to Starfinder.
We had drinks on. All right. Anyway, you're welcome for saving your life and whatnot. I'll talk to you later.
They sort of do give you a bow and then begin to head towards the direction they were heading.
Great. I'll send a quick message to Starfinder. Dropped off the package in quotation marks. They went for a drink also in quotation marks. Good luck. Advise on next mission.
Perfect. And it just says, please come to my office.
Son of a biscuit. I got called into the principal's office, everybody. Anyone want to go with?
I feel like
I'm
we
good.
have to, Captain.
Yeah, I think me and
Great.
Denver should probably not leave the ship.
I was gonna say we should go get a drink, me and you, cause like, yeah. But
Remember
Drink,
what happened
I'm
last time we were on this station?
I'm gonna point to everybody else and be like, everybody around the crew, drink, 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 drink. Sonny, drink.
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. Come on.
Oh, hold on, Denver. You're leaving to go on to Absalon Station, where
Yep.
we left
Uh-huh.
in a rush.
Fair point. But they refuse to admit that I'm cooler than they are, so I think I'm safe. Especially when I got Sonny here. You see that big fuck off gun she shoot? Like shit.
I can.
All right,
I can take
I'll go
on
get my-
anyone for him.
I'll go get on my armor.
Damn right.
You need
Captain.
armor?
No. You're fine. He needs armor because he's a chump. But anyway, Captain, enjoy the tension. We're gonna go get tanked.
Let me get this straight. I'm gonna go do work.
Oh
Well, you
no,
all
I'm
go
also doing work.
I'm coming with you too, Captain. I haven't been off the ship in a while, so.
Thank you,
Dude,
Rick.
You're getting us paid, and I'm
Round
making sure the
legs?
crew stays alive.
All right, divide and conquer.
We're making
tag
sure the
along.
money gets used right.
Okay. To be clear, who's coming with me? 1, 2, 3.
Domino,
Nice.
no! Don't leave me!
So half the party is
That day we
going
learned-
to half the party is going to go ahead and head to Starfinder. The other half is heading to a bar. Beautiful.
I mean,
Oh, I
if
thought we
there's
were
a
all
bar
going to the
that's
bar.
if
No.
there's a bar that's close to Starfinder, then we can go there.
There's a tavern that's a couple doors down.
Yeah, we'll just. Then as we walk up,
Three doors
all right,
down.
this is my stop.
It is.
Enjoy the tension, and I'm
It-
just gonna like.
Dip on in.
Drink one for me.
Who's going with
Drink.
Ron?
Josh, my face mask is down, and I am heavily watching every corner.
Go ahead
Make
and
sure
roll a
Denver does
perception
not
check
get
for me.
kidnapped.
And
Just-
I'm
Just Ferrex is
wearing
going
like
with
my.
Ron?
Yeah, I'm
Varix-
wearing like my race jacket and
Okay.
everything. Like I am not blending in.
Of course you aren't.
Oh,
Why wouldn't you?
God.
And I'm walking away yelling like, "Bye, Denver! Very notable race car driver, expert
Why are you guys
pilot."
trying to get me into a fight?
Because it's funny.
I rolled an eight.
An
I
8.
rolled an 18 for watching 18.
Oh,
for watching
18.
Denver's asshole.
But to answer your question there, Domino, Zerat as well as Ferrex is going to Starfinder.
And then Sonny and Denver are going out drinking.
And Otto.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you
not
were-
drinking though. I will
Alright.
be sober.
And Otto's going out babysitting.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll definitely go with Thrawn and make sure they have a little bit of muscle with them.
Beautiful.
I got muscle.
It's okay, buddy.
Do we
You're-
wanna
you're-
recap what happened
you're a
at the bird
badass
fight?
in different ways.
Maybe in your vid games.
In vid games. You go ahead and the half of you go ahead and split into the bar. Um, the other half of you go ahead and head into Starfinder headquarters. It is a extremely large building, but the individual you guys dealt with prior, sort of sitting in a waiting area, similar where you guys sort of met up before walking into the debrief room. And as the three of you walk up, hello, is this everyone?
Yep, this is I'm Thrawn Vincer, and this is my crew, the Paddywhack Gang.
Beautiful.
Fencer and the Paddywhack Gang. That's a great gang name.
They go ahead
I
and look
love
over
it.
the. Please follow me. And then you guys walk into, or he walks into the debrief room, opens the door, and sort of gestures you guys to walk on in.
Great.
The Paddywhack
In a
Gang.
really weird, strange way.
Like we call it paddywhacking.
Mm.
Yes, right. We'll follow Cleric's lead. Why are we here?
We've never done this a day before in our life.
Right.
Just begrudgingly tag behind everyone. Give a nasty look. to
Domino,
everyone.
does Domino regret his decision to come with this group?
Automatically.
I'm drinking.
I've got my canteen.
When you enter the room, there is a very decorated individual standing inside, sort of back straight, arms crossed. She looks the three of you over, gives a nod towards you, Thrawn, and then she looks over to the door as the individual you guys have been working with exits and closes the door.
All right, mission accomplished.
Indeed, it has been. Here's your cred sticks, and she goes ahead and slides over 8 cred sticks across the table, takes one back. This is your payment for the mission. I'm going to hold on to this one. Ted said he had some business to take care of before he'd be back to pick up his payment.
Yeah, that's fair. He immediately got off the ship. We landed, and he was like, "Pew!" It was. I'm surprised he didn't come get it already.
Well, some might say it's the necessities of being a bear that you get back on land as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about the bare necessities. The simple, even the simple ones.
Exactly. She's sort of with a smirk. So discussing for your next mission. That being said, we do have another individual that we are going to be adding on to your crew.
Good.
She walks over to the door, cracks it open as a woman goes ahead and enters. Hannah, if you want to go ahead and describe what your character looks like as she goes ahead and walks into the room.
Sure. So I am a Patra soldier, and I'm about 6'3", and my fur is gray with black stripes, and on the face it's like a lighter gray, and with a few black stripes, and then towards, like, as it heads back, it gets darker and darker gray with more black stripes on it. And I'm wearing like a black like tactical boots and black military jumpsuit. I also have 2 laser pistols on each of my hips, and she has a long blue scarf on, in case she ever needs a hood to hide or whatever. So.
This right here is Kali. She's going to be joining you on the this next mission. Now, the mission that we spoke about earlier on Castrovel, we go ahead and gave it to a team that's a little bit more experienced and has more time on the ground. But that being said, there is another job in Castroville that requires a very special touch.
Okay. Special touch is my second to last name.
That is a very interesting name you have there, Thrawn. And I'm not exactly sure what the payment's going to look like. This is a favor that someone called in for me in Castroville. But that being said, you do this favor for me, and you get it taken care of. That spaceship is yours, no cost.
Great. That sounds wonderful. That also, yeah, no, that's great. No, that's great. That's just great. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that is. That's just great.
Are you sure? You seem a little nervous there.
It's just one of those too good to be true situations. Like, I just have a feeling you're gonna follow it up with like, hey, you gotta go like inside a dragon's mouth and then fight your way out with sticks and stones. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we were gonna die. That's what I feel like. So can we get to the specifics of this favor?
I actually don't have the specifics, but there's a individual on Castroville that will have the specifics for you. She goes ahead and pulls out a data pad, uses a thumb print or a finger scanner, scans her thumb, and then opens up and begins to search through it. Did we lose someone? We did.
No, we're good. He's back.
Well, we have to wait for the camera to turn on because right now, JJ is Thrawn.
Oh.
There we go.
He was just sick of my antics. He's like, I'm Thrawn now.
Look at me. I'm Thrawn now.
Fucking done.
It was a misclick. My bad.
Everybody could have just given Bruce a heart attack if we all left at the same time.
Oh, shouldn't have said that. That would have been hilarious to do without him.
I don't know if we have the same definition of hilarious, guys.
Probably
I just don't think we do.
Usually requires a heart attack.
Yeah, got me. Ha ha ha.
Speaking of heart attacks, you expect us to go to Castroville and do a random favor in exchange for a ship.
Yes.
Great. So if we get there and the favor is like, hey, could you just like take out my trash real quick? We still get the ship.
Yeah.
You have no clue what the favor is. You just need it done.
Well, someone requesting this level of favor is going to have some weight to it. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy.
Great. And the someone is...
Yes, it is Rith Krill. They're a Formian on Castroville. And they, well, they're going to be expected. I sent them a piece of information that has your guys' faces and stuff on it so that they know who to look out for without being too obvious. But should be okay for a group your size and expertise. I wouldn't send just anyone out on it. And this is a good trial run for you and Starfinder in general and see how our partnership is going. And you get a ship out of it nonetheless.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so Rith Krill, and we just show up to Castroville and we start doing stuff. And we're like, hey, this is us. And then Rith Krill will find us.
Yeah, Rith Krill will be in touch with you once you guys make landfall. I'm not sure exactly when that will look like, but they will be in touch with you guys. I know Cabaret is the biggest star port in Castroville, but that being said, this is not going to be inside of that city. Let me go ahead and pull up that map because I said I was going to need it later, and here I am without it.
Classic.
But it's going to be, as I'm sure you probably know from being around Castroville, but it's going to be actually in Comina. is where you guys will be meeting up with them.
Great. All right. This sounds like a lot of fun. Crew, any questions?
To be painstakingly clear, this is not an official Starfinder mission.
That is correct. This is going to be off the records. But that being said, if it is done correctly, we will make sure that the price of your ship is taken care of officially.
Who is this person? Is there like a nameplate somewhere?
It just says it is Sergeant Chris, Kris.
And can I make a check to deduce like their rank, how far up in Starfinder society they are?
Yeah, go ahead and roll culture.
That's a big old 8.
8. You have no idea how Starfinder rankings work, really.
Yeah, I think one of those is just a bottle cap on there.
Yeah, I think so.
I actually like juicy fruit soda too.
Exactly.
Best.
I say out loud.
Come on, son.
See, Rick's knows. Rick's knows. Okay.
Very confused.
You've never had juicy fruit soda, Domino?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna change that.
No. Damn shame. Damn
Stay
shame.
away from the
Damn
fruit.
shame. All right, maybe we'll just give you some juice then.
Anyone else have any other very good questions?
Do you
Do
know
we have
more
a
about this?
picture of this person?
Yes, and they go ahead and pull up the data pad, and she turns it over, and most of them is covered, but by the look of it, they look pretty decently taller compared to everyone else that they're surrounding. But you do notice that it is the only Lashunta that is not in this group of individuals talking. Hood is up, but they do have a scar that goes underneath their left eye, and it looks like a brand underneath the right eye.
Sorry to pry more, but is there more? Is there any kind of personnel file, like any sort of psych evaluation?
No, we actually have never done business with this individual as Starfinder. They're just someone that I knew from a life before Starfinder.
So Krill's a Lashunta?
No, Krill or yeah. So no, they are not. They are a Formian.
And he was the one in the picture with the scar.
Yeah, the scar underneath the left eye and a brand underneath the right, and the hood up. But they were talking to a group of Lashuntas. The group of Lashuntas did look pretty heavily armed, but they were all wearing like just mostly black armor. Not like extremely armed or anything. They did each have a laser pistol strapped to their left or their right side, and a combat knife strapped to the left. But other than that, they didn't seem too armed. But definitely did not look excited to be having whatever conversation he was having.
Is there contact information for Rick Krill in case he doesn't find us and we need to find him?
No, he's extremely good at what he does in finding individuals. So I don't even have contact information for him. He called me from a unknown phone, and it was a message that was sent quite a while if it made it from Cashville to here.
Sounds sketchy, but if it'll get us a ship.
Question. going off of what Thrain said earlier, if we go to Castrovel and he doesn't show up, do we get the ship?
Well, that would mean the job is not done, and no, you would not get the ship.
May need to rethink our terms.
Well,
We'll call you if he's not there.
I'll be waiting your answer. She goes ahead and gives you a nod. You're dismissed. As you guys go ahead and begin to, while this whole conversation is happening, the other three individuals at the bar, you guys walk in. It is a rather nice looking tavern. You guys are in the nicer part of Absalom Station. You guys do see quite a few open seats, as it is currently the middle of the day. But there's roughly probably about 8 other patrons currently inside.
Denver, I assume I'm just coming in on your shoulder.
I'm down with that. That's fine.
I just wanted to make sure.
Then we'll make our way in and grab a table, and I'm gonna flag down a server of some sort.
You go ahead and flag down this female orc, roughly mid to late 20s. What can I get you?
We've been out in space for a little bit. I'm just looking for something that's it's not gonna absolutely obliterate me, but it's gonna get me feeling pretty good. You feel me?
Yes. What kind of credits you looking to use?
I mean, we ain't got paid just yet, so the cheaper the better.
Right. She sort of just sighs and begins to head back to the bar. And she comes out with one, because you're the only one who asked for a drink. One glass.
Oh, she walked away before I could say anything.
One glass of some dark brown liquid, and it's in like a actual stein.
Oh, cool.
Can I not have that? Because, can I just have something small but strong?
A shot.
Sure.
Okay. Are you looking to spend as little as possible as well?
No, I'd like to actually be able to taste something good.
Perfect. She goes ahead and, with a smile and a chipper look, begins to head back to the bar.
You gotta know how to charm them, Denver.
I'm just gonna look at my shoulders. You shady piece of shit out here. Like I'm trying to have a good ass time on a budget, and you're like, nah, I want to be able to taste something. Fuck that. All right. I'm gonna take a sip of whatever this brown liquid is, and I'm assuming I'm not gonna have a good time.
It is just a dark beer. That's all it
Oh,
is.
okay. It's not the best thing, but hey, it works.
She comes back with a small shot glass for you, Sonny. It is a bright purple liquid.
I love it already. Thank you so much, darling.
She was like, that is 30 credits for your shot, and that'd be 5 credits for your beer.
That's my kind of
Have
language.
we met somewhere in the middle?
You said you wanted to taste something real good.
This better be worth it. I trust your taste, though.
I mean, it's not what I would drink, but for the amount of credits you were interested in spending, this should be just fine for you.
Put a point at Otto and be like, he needs something too. I don't like him sitting over there all sober like.
What?
She looks over to you. Do you need
What?
something to drink?
No. I'm good,
Water?
Thank you. No.
Okay. She sort of just puts her hands in the air and begins to walk to the bar. Sunny, do you go ahead and just full shoot this, or do you just sip on it?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and climb off Denver and kind of grow a little bit so I can sit in the seat, but also look like a child sitting there
Mm-hmm.
and just sip on my shot.
Okay. It has a very interesting taste to it. Um, it's like a grape and a strawberry mix to it. But when you shoot it, it doesn't have any sort of burn or anything at all. It just straight up tastes like grape juice with a dash of strawberry in it.
All right, I'm here for that.
But you guys are able to go ahead and get a drink. A few moments go by. Roughly about this time, Sonny, you finish your drink. I need you to go ahead and roll a fortitude save for me.
Okay, I guess.
As you go ahead and finish off your drink, Otto, you look from across the room, and there's two individuals that are sort of like arms crossed, leaning on the bar, sort of looking at each other, having a conversation, and then we just look over to you every once in a while, go back to having said conversation, burst out into laughter. You see one of them just sort of knocks their drink over. Ah, that's my bad. And the lady's just like, what are you? And just begins to like pick up the glass and put it back on the counter on her side of it and begin to clean the table. The guy who knocked over his glass, I'm gonna hit the head. I'll be right back. And he sort of like stumbles his way to the bathroom.
So,
Fortitude?
Yep, fortitude.
Is that under skills?
It should be
No,
underneath
it's a
saving
save.
throws on the right side.
If you're using.
There it is.
yeah.
I
Wait,
got a
constant-
solid 5.
A solid 5.
Well-
As you sort of, without really noticing it, the two of you notice that Sunny's like visibly like leaning without really like looks like meaning to, just like you see her correct herself every so often when she feels she's leaning too far over. You feel real drunk right about now.
Awesome. Is there any way I can get one of these to go?
No, that's illegal.
Denver, do you have a cup?
Nope.
I'm gonna need one.
Yeah, that's not. Nope.
But-
You're already. Nope. I'm gonna
but-
take the shot glass. And I'm just gonna put it across the table. You're cut off.
Put it in your bag.
already.
We'll take it. I need Domino to try this.
I'm not putting
And then
an
I'm
open
also gonna
glass
get
in my
myself
bag.
another
It's
one.
gonna.
No. We can do this.
I feel like your drunk ingenuity is a little bit. Your drunk ingenuity is writing checks that my creativity cannot cash right now. So that's gonna be a hard pass from me there. All right, nuh-uh, we ain't doing that.
I'll buy you one.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's talk about this. let's talk about
as
this.
as they have their conversation, I'll reach over and kind of smack Denver in the arm, and tell him to pay attention to his not the one that just went to the bathroom.
Oh shit. They've been watching us.
Yeah, and they look.
Oh.
Do they look like gangers?
No, they just look like
anything.
they just look like normal individuals.
Either way, they're
Exactly
paying
what
way
they
too
want
much
us to
attention to
think.
us.
They're probably jealous.
I mean, I do look cool as shit.
Have y'all had enough? I know she's had enough. But
Well,
have you
she's
had
had plenty.
I have not had enough.
Yep, you have. Let's go ahead and maybe. Yep, yeah, we done. We're done here, Sonny. You're done. I'm gonna take that stein that they gave me, and I'm just gonna.
Okay. Don't even have to worry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
drink it.
Don't even have to worry about making any sort of fort save. It's very, very low on the APV there for you. But you guys go ahead and exit out of the building. Roughly about the same time that the other half of you exit outside of Starfinder.
We're close to Starfinder, right?
You guys are 3 doors down.
I'm gonna take off sprinting to Domino.
Roll a dexterity check for me
Reflex.
with a -3.
Just see Sunny.
Do I use the same
see
bad
Sunny running.
die?
Do it.
You're just like,
Wait, a -3?
A -3. You still get to add all your dexterity modifiers. You just get a
19.
19. Very, very. You guys were seeing her like lean side to side, but she just takes off in a very straight line and runs straight to Domino.
I'm just gonna like really fast crawl up and get on your shoulder and grab your head. You've gotta come try this drink.
Sonny,
Domino.
what's the urgency?
You have to just
where's the
try
fight?
it. It's just so good.
Grab a weapon. Drink. What drink?
There's a drink at a bar. There's $3 down. It's 30. It's 30. It's 30. We can buy more. I have money.
If you're buying. But otherwise, I've got my own drink.
I'll buy you one.
You want to
But
try
I'll
my
also
drink?
buy me too.
All right.
Uh,
I think, Captain, is it time to cash in our credits and relax a bit?
Yeah, I think so. Since our next mission is literally go to a place and sit there, so let's have a little fun while we're
Yes, we can just get drunk and then leave.
The 3 of you that ran out of the bar, you guys do see a individual you guys have not seen before standing sort of off and behind Domino.
This
One,
is
two,
this
three.
is Ali.
Did we get her
That's how
name?
you say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it so far. This is our TED replacement. And I'm pretty sure I made a joke while we were in the thing, and I'm pretty sure she could also rip off my arm. So I think she's a very good TED replacement.
One fuzzy creature to the next.
Yeah. All right.
Are you?
Awesome.
What? Are you as big as a bear? Sorry, I actually got to look up what this. What's your race? Is a Petra?
Yeah.
Looks like a Khajiit.
Yeah, because you.
Okay.
Because she's from Skyrim.
You could definitely fit better in the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she is just probably a few inches shorter than Ted, though. She's not as bulky as Ted was, but as tall.
I
What's
mean, we
your...
got the height. Those hallways get kind of small when you're walking past Ted. though.
They did, yeah. I'd have a few too many Twinkies and try to scoot past Ted. It didn't work.
Well, it's good to have you aboard. Welcome on in.
What's your specialty? What do you do? Ted
Well,
ripped people's arms off.
If you're replacing Ted, I hope it's murder.
I'm actually an outlaw, so very
Probably
good
keep your voice
at.
down.
Weird to
Yeah.
admit that right off the bat.
Yeah,
I like
I
it. It's
prefer
candor.
crime.
I'm pretty on.
Who
I'm
doesn't
pretty on
prefer
the group
crime?
that I'm in.
Hey, y'all, I commit crime. You down?
Hey, wait, you commit crime?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how Denver introduced themselves to me.
No. I have a serious question. That lady wouldn't let me take a drink to go. And I think to be a part of the team, you should have to go into the bar and get this drink for me and my friend, and then you'll prove it.
So,
All
hey,
she's got to.
colleague, this is Sonny. I didn't know that Sonny was an alcoholic until just now.
But it has to be.
Yeah.
It's not a J-Brew stream. It's for J-Brew's TTRPG. If one of the characters is not an alcoholic.
It's
That's all I'm saying.
pretty true.
So, you're gonna have to mind them a little bit, but it's all right. You ain't got to commit no crime if you don't want to.
Not at this point. I don't want to
Yeah.
have to prove anything to you guys right now.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, see, hazing is a real thing, and we don't do that on our ship. Just
Yeah,
so everybody's
we
clear.
are an
Hazing.
inclusive, equal opportunity ship that we fly around
Well,
here,
that
right?
Yeah.
server isn't equal opportunity because equal opportunity means you can drink in and drink out.
You know, that's a good point, Sonny. I didn't think about that. Let's
I
go
feel
talk
like
to
equal
this.
Also-
opportunity means that they would give you alcohol the same as they would give any. You're drunk. Why am I logicking with you?
How do we have hazing of the new guy when we barely know each other?
That's the
Wait, but
Yeah, see, everyone would have to get
that's
hazed.
damn
See,
lie.
well,
You locked me in a closet and put scorpions in there. The first day
Wait.
we met.
that's different, buddy. We were kids, and they weren't real scorpions. They were
They
were
were-
alive,
they
but
were
they weren't
real
real. Well, they were alive, but they weren't real. If you know what I mean.
Come on.
Well,
Don't.
Might not be a bad idea next time we're on the ship.
Hold on, I gotta know.
Scorpions?
Zerat, is scorpion an offensive term in any way, shape, or form?
Why the hell would it be?
I'm just making sure, because we're over here throwing it around, and you're awfully quiet. I'm making sure that we're not being like jagoffs over here saying
That was-
scorpion this.
That was a microaggression. That's what we call that.
I have a
It's like
question.
comparing cockroaches to scorpions.
Are
Oh.
Z part scorpions since we're asking?
Now,
I mean, it
No.
didn't even cross my mind until you asked. Now I'm wondering, are you?
Are you part cow?
oh shit, got you.
There you go.
The bug man made a joke of the
Anybody
little
really part cow?
I'm part demon.
Aren't we all a little part cow?
No.
I mean, you are bovine-looking ass.
Are we having a roast battle?
Fine looking at that was hurtful. First
Anyway.
round's on Denver's.
Yeah, psych.
Episode 5, the gang breaks up.
Alright, here we go. Here's everybody's credits. Domino, Sunny, there you go. Otto, Sarat, Rix, there you go.
How much was that?
How much was that?
You go ahead and check the cred stick. Each one has 200 credits on it.
Do I misread that as
Hey,
well?
Let's just remember that Denver's name wasn't mentioned in the handing out of
Yeah,
cred
I
sticks.
noticed that. Denver
They
just
don't
picks
get
up
anything.
sunglasses. Hey, come on.
I thought that you took your payment completely in the form of Gatorade. So I have them
now you're
shipping. I have them putting crates of Gatorade on the ship. That's
You are
what you
taking
said.
me-
I said, give me 200 Gatorades.
Kali, you need to understand one thing about me right now. I live my life by 3 simple rules, and this man is
No.
misquoting me. I live my life by 3 simple rules: get paid, get laid, Gatorade. He's trying
I
to
thought
take
it was-
away my get paid and make
I
it
thought it
get,
was
Gatorade, get laid,
get
Gatorade.
I thought it was get laid, get paid in Gatorade. That's
No,
what I
no,
heard.
no, sir. You are misquoting
well-
my ass right now.
That would
Well,
only
there
be
you
2
go.
rules.
That's true. You're right. I'll hand over the cred stick.
Give me that. Damn.
Should be enough for
See.
keeping us from starving on our way to Castroville.
You know what? Next thing you know, I'm gonna just fly us straight into that diaspora there, and you good luck getting us back. Let's see what I do.
Did you know if Ted cleaned his room out?
It looked like it.
Who's Ted?
I believe that is Kali's issue now.
I didn't know Ted
Well,
could move that fast. Ted was
You
out of here this morning.
you might want to light some incense or candles. Boy liked to fart in his sleep. I could
He
hear it from
was
down
dead.
the hall.
Yeah, that's true.
Just let the water.
That might be rough.
He did sleep a lot.
And he was sick, so who knows what's in there.
Everyone
even-
roll a
yeah.
perception for me, please.
All right.
Getting
Ted's just
jumped.
walking by.
Getting jumped.
At
22.
17. If I see anyone, can I ready an action for if anyone looking like a mafioso holding a weapon pointed at us? I'm just going to instantly shoot the gun.
Okay.
Seems
I
really
was just
suspect.
running on like, how about you? You want some today?
Hey,
Anyone that's not us, I'm just gonna start ripping their arms off.
right. I got a 20.
On brand, it really is.
All right, so we're gonna go around the room. Thrawn, what did you get?
22.
22. Sunny.
24.
Ooh, Otto.
17.
Denver.
What the man?
And Kali.
20.
Zerat.
25.
Jeez, Ferrix.
Okay, hardcore.
13.
We're bantering, but we're perceiving. You know what I mean?
Right, Domino.
Yeah, yeah,
19.
Jeez, you guys all rolled.
You're wondering why
Too
everyone
into
else
it.
rolled, so I thought I rolled high.
We all know what Theoso looks like.
You guys do see the two individuals that were inside the bar keeping an eye, sort of stumbling out of the bar and walking the other way. We see like they're arm in arm, sort of walking. One of them's definitely making sure the other one can walk. But everyone with a 20 or higher, you guys do see well, to most of you, a familiar-looking bear on the ground, currently being arrested.
I think we should head the other way.
Why,
I
why?
just wanna.
He cleaned out his room and he's dead to us now.
I
mean,
want to get
part of
into
the ship.
at least a 30-foot range and just in Ted's mind be like, "What did you do?"
Nothing.
Liar.
Good luck then.
Look, just ignore that. That's Ted's problem, and we appreciate him not dragging us into it.
I mean, that's fair. That's a good ass statement.
So what job did you sign us up for?
Exactly. That's the question we're all wondering.
That's why I asked it.
Yeah.
You don't
Even
supposed to
you,
know that.
Captain?
Yeah. No, I too am wondering.
Oh, wait.
What did I just sign us up for? I am confused.
We have to go to Castroville to find out.
Yeah, Domino was there. It was, let's see, how do I put this? Nonsensical. The sergeant pulled me into a room and was like, "Hey, if you do me a favor, I'll give you a ship." And I was like, "Well, ship's a pretty steep price. What's the favor?" And she was like, or they were like, "I don't really know." And so I'm a little suspicious. But we're gonna go to Castroville anyway.
Why did you
Sounds
say
like
yes?
a suicide mission.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
stoked.
said. I said that to their face. I was like, "We're gonna die," and they were like, "Well, probably not." So
I'm gonna lean in like kind of closer. Cap, did they put drugs in your butt?
Did you have some of this purple drink?
Probably both. Like, not gonna lie. You all right, Denver? You got more questions?
Well, if you do have drugs in your old butt there, then we're not dropping them off. We're gonna split that up. We're gonna divide it out real nicely. Kali sounds like she's down. She commits crime. We're gonna sell it, and we're gonna just bang boom.
Well, I don't.
thought you were gonna do them.
I mean, we do part of it to know what we're selling, and then the rest of it we sling.
I'm okay with not partaking in the ass drugs.
Yeah, I didn't
we're wrapped
realize.
up,
I thought it was the consumption. I thought I was butt chugging the drugs in this. I didn't know I'm muling. My bad.
Oh, muling. I'm still not doing it. I
Yeah,
also thought his butt was currently absorbing drugs and we were trying to stop it.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
so
my bad, Denver. That's a good joke. That's my bad.
let's go ahead and get on. We're gonna get on the ship. You're gonna take a big old Duke, and we're gonna look for drugs.
No, I'm telling you now that I was joking.
Oh,
There's no drugs. Just regular old poop up there.
I've never
So
been
we,
so disappointed.
I let my crew down. And
So,
I feel
Cap,
bad.
about this suicide mission,
Sure.
Can I just kill myself
do
now?
we just all we know is
I know, Domino. I know.
we do we just show up to the planet and then wait?
Yep.
What are we doing?
Yeah, pretty much. More specifically, we are headed to the small. I don't even know if it's a small town. I haven't been there in a minute. Of Komeni.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
a nice
many.
future Google search on the current
Komeni.
ins and out
Komeni.
of that place he just said.
Sorry, I faded in and out when I was in detention. That's my bad.
Do I
Bro,
roll a
you're supposed to
computer
be the
stat?
captain.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I know
27.
things.
I found their Wikipedia page and the man who wrote it.
Let me get that page pulled up. Dun 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 dun. It is one of the closest major cities to the Bulwark. Um, it's a heavily militarized city. It has a lot of defensible positions, with the floating shards that are next to it, which is another area of Castroville. Excuse me. Um, you do know that while it's originally named for the many fjords that are cut through the mountain feet, making it look like peaks of a bobbing sea, so it's a lot of this right here.
Right in here.
Yep. It is you do notice there is quite a bit of powerful ancient magic that goes on around the city as well.
Captain,
Okay.
unless we're fighting the army, it sounds like we're not going to get a whole lot of action.
I mean, we also have another job there that we could do.
What's the job there?
Remember when we were like in the air or in space and people were like, "Oh, we're gonna kill you," and we were like, "No, don't do it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Stop that! Now tell me who your boss is." Yeah, their boss is there, Cascadel.
How is that supposed to make us money? I mean, it's going to get us action, but how is it supposed to make us money?
Well, you asked about action. I tried to combine the. It's like action and money, but like they're split. It's two jobs. One's action, one's money.
Did they happen to tell
Fuck
us
it, I'm
why
in.
they attacked in the first place?
They're paid.
They were paid. Yeah, no, I tried. I was like, "Hey, why'd you do this?" And they were like, "Oh, no money."
No, they not us. They were paid to attack anyone who came through that astral field.
Interesting. I believe, Kali, you may need to be brought up to speed on some of our previous endeavors. If you will allow
You
me.
mean our one previous endeavor?
Yeah,
Exactly.
You don't make it sound so not
It's like
awesome.
like an endeavor and a half.
Zerat will outreach his hand, if you will.
His hands are clammy, so beware of that.
I walk past his hand,
Ooh.
All right.
but I look at him.
I need to touch. If you would please touch my hand.
They gotta touch.
If you don't
Alright.
touch it, he will
Sorry,
short
got
circuit.
He's a bit
I'm not-
touch starved.
I'm
It's
not
okay. He's not actually spooky.
He won't be weird about it.
Okay,
Just
buddy.
awkward.
So I hesitantly put out my hand.
The moment you touch Zerat's hand, you just get like waves of images and emotions of like a scene of all of us traveling to this planet together, getting shot at through an asteroid belt. Just basically clips of what we've been through, talking to this guy, going through a city, going through a sandstorm in a cave, all this stuff. And then the text message of a severed head of someone else. And then on the way ship back all the way up to our previous meeting where he makes sure he includes you walking up and includes this moment right now, going back into time again and then coming back.
Recursion.
Yep, all the previous episodes.
All within like 6 seconds.
It's true.
She is now brought up to speed.
Did you do too much
Dang.
again, Zerat?
It was my
It was
first
a
time.
little fast.
I don't know.
Oh, the phrase.
It was a little fast there, but I think I got most of, your previous endeavor. The only thing that I did not get is each of your names. But you all know my name.
Better that way.
Did you really need to
Just
know the
stay
previous
silent.
job?
Shut up, Denver.
All right, I got you. Ready? I'm Denver. That's Otto. Pointing to Zerat, Ferrix, the drunk one, that's Sunny. The one of the drunk one's on, that's Domino. And that's our captain. Captain, I don't know how to pay people the money that they're owed, and I don't put drugs in my butt, Thron.
That's my
Looking
first
title.
middle name.
Drugs in his butt.
Well,
This is the
that's
family
interesting.
name.
It's a family name, yeah. Great.
It's an
Well,
interesting way to introduce the captain, though.
It's pretty laissez-faire kind of ship, so we're kind of figuring that out until he snaps one day, and then somebody's gonna get shot.
yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. I love all of them, and they all hate me. That's just how it goes.
Oh,
It's all
shut
about
up.
respect.
He's insubordinate.
It's
You get used to it.
all about respect.
Domino
as I'm
still
saying,
thinks he's
shut up.
It's fine.
At this point, Sonny, you begin to like it all sort of snaps, like almost in an instant. You sober up, but it feels like a very hard whiplash.
I just grab onto Domino. You waited too long to get the shot.
You waited too long to take me there.
I was trying to, and then all these people decided to stop and start talking.
It probably won't have any. Probably won't have any sort of actual effect, but for the next hour, you have a -2 to everything you do.
Nice.
I'm uncomfortable
to the
about
bar.
probably.
Yeah,
Well.
so are we doing anything else here? Do we want to hurry up and just get the cash reveal so we can hurry up and wait? Like, what are we trying to do there, boss?
I think we're gonna take a break. We're not gonna be chumps that go mission to mission right away. We're gonna take a bit to celebrate our first successful mission, and then we'll head out whenever we're done here.
Hey, for the sake of everyone's cred stick, I will offer the spirits of the evening.
Could we perhaps party on the ship?
Sure, Otto, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I would love to, but the bitch doesn't give you drinks to go.
We'll go to the liquor store. Okay, it's cheaper
Yeah.
that way, anyways.
Yep. And you know what? I'm gonna look around, just lean into Otto. Hey, you know anybody that can get us like space weed?
Why do you think? Yeah, I can.
100%. Hell yeah.
Easy enough to go to the underbelly of Absalom Station, find some shady individuals to make your purchases from. You go ahead and it will take, I don't know, let's go 45 credits.
An
Gonna be
eighth,
some
or-
dank ass space weed.
Exactly. And then you guys go, and how much and what kind of alcohol are you wanting to buy?
I'm only buying the space weed. Y'all can get the. Get
I
rid of
just
it.
took the 45 out of my inventory.
Cool. I didn't pay for shit.
Yeah.
I want to know if they have whatever I took a shot of in a bottle.
So you want to go back in and ask? She goes, yes, and we do sell it by the bottle.
For how much?
When she looks at a bottle, and the bottle is roughly about the size of a wine bottle. We need to make a profit off of it. 900 credits.
Is it sold anywhere else?
It's a family secret for this place.
Right, I just wondered if we just walk out really fast.
You go ahead and leave without any sort of issues. She looks, does anyone else want anything? We do sell other stuff. No?
I'm good. Thanks, though.
Okay. Domino, did you want to go somewhere specific to buy your spirits for the evening?
Oh no, I was just talking about the.
Just
what
at the
I
bar.
Took from Cabaret.
There we go.
I'm tapping my fingers on my
Oh,
metal
that's
canteen,
right.
just doing my little.
That's right. You guys,
Slightly flammable.
right? Just slightly.
Combustible.
You guys go ahead and head back to the ship. You guys arrive. You guys do see that it is currently being looked over by an individual dressed up in a Starfinder uniform. You do see there is a gas line heading from the floor to the ship. Hey, we should be done in like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Fueling up and getting you all ready to go.
Hell yeah. We're not on our way out just yet, but appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm just gonna like keep on walking on into the ship.
Okay,
Just like,
bye.
All right.
Wait, how long does it take to get to Casperville?
That takes.
a couple days.
Time.
It does. Good job. It does take time.
I mean, it's further away than Avalon is.
Yes.
You want to jump it, or do you want to do the other thing?
Because like we could drift it, or we could just
Drift.
like standard.
Didn't we have this conversation once about how terrible the drift is?
Is the drift terrible? I thought it was like the most common.
It's
I thought it
1d6
was
plus 2
Somebody,
days.
somebody on the ship had a problem with it.
I think that was you there,
You
Cap.
No,
Well,
it definitely wasn't me.
I also suggested around it. It's pretty rough on the engines, but it's also super sketch.
It's just jumping from a different plane to the physical plane. It's like whatever.
It's bleeding multiple dimensions in between our dimension that could get stuck, and we could pull along some crazy things. Maybe find some ghosts, some extra dimensional beings that want to kill and take over the world. We could find out though.
I hear a lot of coulds. That means it also could go perfectly.
I
Also
hear a
ride with
lot.
Space pirates.
I hear a lot of potential for awesome things to happen.
See,
I'm
see,
all for
this is
action,
why-
adventure, and crazy, but I
This
don't
is-
like it to not have control over it.
Yeah, this is why I'm the captain. So we're just gonna go the slow way,
Which
so
food
we
do
don't
have?
die.
Longer party.
Yeah, exactly, because we're gonna
And
party
no
the whole way.
ghosts.
I can only maintain my
Okay.
armor so many times.
I'm thinking,
We'll
Domino.
get-
Shit.
We'll get a gym put in.
Or we all have different techniques and specialties that we could learn from each other in this time. Like Callie could probably teach you how to kick some ass. She looks like she can.
Or we teach you how to steal someone's pocket watch.
Also probably great. And I have questions for you on what kind of crimes you do, because you feel like a specialist in the kind of crime that you do versus just like a petty theft kind of person. But we'll talk about that. We got tons of time and space, and less cops. So yeehaw.
Unless we die.
I mean, yup.
Well, it's y'all two's job to make sure that if we are about to die, you shoot it from space.
Wait, it's both of ours? Are you gonna be a gunner too?
I am.
You know,
Are you good
shoot,
at it?
I mean,
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Hell yeah. Then, because I'm on board the ship at this point, I would
Mhm.
assume. 'cause I
Everyone
just kinda
is.
walk by.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that space weed, and I'm just gonna start like rolling J's.
Okay.
As many as I can muster out of it.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check.
Hell yeah! I love the sound of his voice.
How
There's-
tight.
Do it.
Utter disappointment.
he's like, I thought we got rid of.
That's an 11.
They're pretty shittily made. You made 3 of them.
I'm on board.
I'm gonna
Um,
come over there to take one and be like, "This is garbage." Hold on, let me try this. One second. I'm gonna unroll it.
Someone starts to eat one.
Ew.
I don't understand.
I'm just, hey, no.
What do I do with this?
Hey, drop it. Drop it.
On the re-roll of the weed, I also rolled an 11.
You roll it. You're like, this is exactly how it looked beforehand.
How about we
I'd
let
be
the
like,
plant handle the
You know what?
plant?
It's fine.
Oh my god. Sonny. Sonny.
This seems
Yeah?
racist.
Sonny.
What's up?
How good are you at rolling weed?
You know, I have never rolled weed, but I make a lot of things that are tiny, so I could try.
I'm
want me
ask
to
around.
try?
I appreciate you, but I'm ask around.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna. Yep. Is it possible to just like take 20 on rolling these?
Sure, absolutely is. Absolutely.
All the focus in the world.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Owl will speak over the intercom. Otto, would you like me to start the engines?
One more job, Otto.
I'm gonna
Get
need
this
that
job
joint.
done. Yeah, no, we get this job done and we'll get rid of it. That's
One more
I-
job.
I'm just gonna like
One more
snag the
job.
joint, put it in my mouth, and light it as I walk to the engine room.
Is that a no?
I love this.
Denver, please speak to him.
Hey, Al, buddy, I'm gonna need you to understand one thing and one thing only. Nobody talks to Otto about how the ship should or should not be turned on or off. It's a process, bud. It's a lot of sweet talking and a lot of setting the mood just right to get that engine ready to go. But you know,
Ding, ding, ding.
Processing. And you hear a playback of Thrawn specifically asking anytime to start the engines to specifically ask Otto if they want to start the engines. I believe the
now-
captain
and-
did.
And as I like am about to step out the door, I stop and just look at the captain like, "Oh, this was your fault."
You asked me to do that. You
I feel
didn't
like-
want it making adjustments.
Okay.
We
Can-
tried turning it off, Otto. Like, what do you want from me? It's fucking
As the
ship
captain,
light.
could you
Sweet acts
rephrase
really
it?
fast.
Could you rephrase to the ship to just butt the fuck out unless we ask him?
Al, how do I put this?
I'm
Butt the
sure.
fuck out until we ask you.
Processing.
It doesn't.
Hey,
work.
Al,
Hello.
are
Hey,
you
bud, Al.
there?
Hello.
Great, thank you, Al.
What can I help you with, Captain?
Nothing at the moment.
Understood.
Hey,
There you go,
Thrawn.
Otto.
Did
Yeah.
they tell you when we like become owners of the ship?
When we get back, when we
What-
complete the
so
job.
we don't get to unlock the better Al until then.
Yeah,
Okay.
There a delete Al option?
we tried.
Can we,
I-
can we
Rick
just
Faraday
upgrade
took a look at it.
those?
I really hope that like once we actually own this ship, that there's an option to change Al's voice so we can make it be like, "Hey, what's going on the ship? How you doing?" That'd be the best thing.
I much
I put a
prefer
vote in
actual
for an
slaves
Australian.
instead of AI.
I much prefer the ancient Earth Australian accent.
Just I has to go on there.
All right.
Josh is just gonna have to. He's like, "God damn, I gotta work on my accent."
No.
Ferrex, in your head, Zerat's going to say, if we do acquire this ship, we would be one step closer to our goal. Do we think this is the proper crew to take along?
It's getting better every time.
Let's give them a few more missions and see how this turns out.
Yeah, I mean it'll probably take a little bit. Maybe we should try to ease them into it.
Let them gain our trust. Oh, wait, is that what you meant?
Something like that, yeah.
Perfect.
I hope he doesn't take.
You go ahead and rev up those engines as they begin to speed up. Denver, you hear the sound, that sweet, sweet sound, as the engines begin to purr.
All right, so I'm gonna get us out into space, heading the way we should be going. Then we could celebrate because we got ourselves a few days before we actually get there. Since somebody doesn't want to drift it, but that's neither here nor there. Everybody, make sure that your seats are in the upright and locked position. Tray tables up. There will be no drink service coming around. You're gonna have to do it yourself. And away we go. And I'm gonna, once it's all like warmed up and ready to happen, I'm gonna pull us out of dock and get us on track towards Casterville.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a piloting.
Denver, my seat doesn't have a seat back. Is it broken?
Yep. Hold on, real tight then. Just absolutely like white knuckling it, just like. And that's a 33 on the piloting check.
That checks out.
I'm the best there is, best there was, best there ever gonna be, baby.
You take off
Oh,
back into space.
sorry.
You hear Al chirp up from the command console next to you, Denver. Calculating. 6 days until Castrovel.
Sounds like a good one, Al. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Also, because it's 6 days, I'll check in intermittently, but tell otherwise you got the con, all right?
Understood.
All right. Just holler at me if anything changes.
Understood.
I'm gonna get up and wander around the ship.
Okay. Nothing exciting happens over the first couple of days. Just
There's lots of partying.
exactly. Third day goes by. You guys are all sitting around the table having dinner, or what you would assume to be a dinner. It's hard to tell exactly what time of day it is.
It's our TED Talk.
Yeah. Rest in peace. And
He was just arrested. He's not dead.
well, you guys hear as you begin to see all the powers, all the lights begin to turn off, and you guys don't hear the humming from the oxygen system or anything like that. You could still breathe and everything, but you don't have that consistent hum of everything. And you begin to hear a alarm as red lights in the ship begin to flash.
Al, what's going on? Otto, what's going on?
I thought you said Al. Sorry.
I did. He didn't answer, so I went down the list, and the
Uh-oh.
next person went down.
I don't know from a mechanical standpoint. Give me 2 minutes.
Great,
sorry.
everyone to the deck. Gunners to your positions. We don't really know what's going on here. We're gonna call this situation Alert 5. That's what we're gonna call it. Okay, everyone we're gonna have to figure this out. Everyone get to where you need to be.
We got a 28 on engineering.
Okay. You check all systems. All systems besides the oxygen system seem to be down. Completely drained of power.
Do we have gravity?
Yes. I apologize.
Captain, everything is shut down except life support.
Did we need to refuel on the way, and nobody told us? What's the?
No, even if we didn't have fuel, most of these systems would still be running.
Cool.
Everyone who is on the deck, go ahead and roll a perception check for me. And then only let me know if it is above a 22.
22.
Nice.
Did you say perception?
Correct.
greater than or equal to 22.
Correct.
21, unfortunately.
Can't
So I
get
won't say
that.
shit.
I can never notice. Ever.
I mean, I rolled a 1, so like,
You're
I'm gonna-
stumbling through.
I'm gonna yell at Ferrex and tell him to make sure we haven't been hacked.
You look over at your computer, Ferrex. It is completely off. There's no sort of power or anything running to the computer.
But
I don't think we're
Patch.
being hacked.
well, currently we might have already been hacked. I guess I'll do engineering. I'm assuming you want me to be specific instead of just I'll fix it all.
Yeah.
Let's get the power back on.
Did anyone else besides Domino roll 22? Okay. Domino.
Oh, wait, what?
Perception.
Sorry, what am I rolling for?
Perception.
Sorry.
You're good.
23.
23. Domino and Otto, as you guys are up on deck, you guys look out, and roughly about 400 feet, you guys see in the pitch black a bright white light that looks like almost like a lightning bolt just staying in place.
I would say if it's 400 feet and I'm looking,
Mhm.
I would have a -4. So probably, I mean, maybe. Can make
Still,
out
it's
shape.
it still seems at least very, very distant, but very bright.
Otto, you see this? What
I
is that?
do. What I know.
Who else is on the deck?
Everyone is.
Is this a ship? I have pretty. I mean, I don't have a specialty, but as an engineer, I know a lot about ships. Would I recognize it at all?
No.
I'll just be like,
Denver, not Denver. Domino, excuse me. Just roll culture or intelligence check for me. That'd be great.
Intelligence would be 11.
11. It's hard to tell from this distance, but it almost looks like someone is exiting the drift. But it's not near any sort of beacon, so it's someone just randomly pulling off the drift.
It looks like maybe someone exiting the drift. Some sort of bright light. Does everyone see this?
I mean, now that it's been pointed out, do I see it?
You do. As you guys see it, it's what if you were to put your hand up, the crack, what it looks like, would be covered. But out of it, you see a bright flash of light, and then a giant ship is appearing in where that crack was. There is just a giant ship that easily probably could house an entire plane on.
I am going to 180 and sprint to the engine room.
Okay.
So I would like to use my Ace Pilot theme knowledge on that. So I would have a pretty good idea of most ship types, like make, model, that whole thing.
Yep.
So it's a culture check.
That's correct. And you have a minus. Is it a -5 to the DC?
Yes, -5 to the DC.
Okay.
Culture. It's a 22.
22. It was hard to tell at first because it was so bright, but as the light begins to sort of like dim down around it, you beginning to see the rest of the ship sort of light up. As you see a giant tree sort of forming the top of this ship. You would know that this is a Xenowarden ship. And one of the big ones, like, it is a rather large ship for transporting mass amount of people.
All right, and Xenowardens, something to be like scared of or no?
That depends on what side of the law you're on, really.
Fair. So, hey, Captain, that is a big ass Xenowarden ship full of a lot of people. I can guarantee you, based on the size of that.
And what are they gonna want with us?
I don't know. I feel like I should come completely clean and say I do have weed.
Yeah, I know. I was there when you bought it.
Yeah, but I mean, just if we get pulled over, we all gotta be on the same page.
In Thrain's mind, you hear, do you think this could do with our new ally?
I have no clue. I don't even know what a Xeno Warden is.
Yep.
If you
Alright.
would like to, anyone who would, after the mention of Zeta Wardens, can absolutely go ahead and roll a culture check.
I got 16.
A 6.
I got a 27.
It is a
22.
trained skill.
A
My
20.
rolls are worthless today.
I'm kind of liking the whole thing about Denver being this like goofy genius, this like idiot
Goofy.
genius.
Goofy.
Yeah, okay.
It's really great.
I
It's
definitely
really...
know what that is. Okay, Denver, what do they want with us? I have no idea, but I definitely know what that is.
I know what that is. What they want, I have no idea.
He just watches
What?
YouTube all day.
Yes.
Why they're here? No idea. What they do? I could tell you in spades. Space comps.
You do notice that the Xeno Wardens, pretty much anyone who rolled a 15 or higher, you know that the Xeno Wardens typically just like to go out and explore. And if it's possible that if they think that a planet might be safe, they will go ahead and try to begin to put life on that planet. But they're typically non-violent individuals. But if violence is shown, they're not afraid to show it back. But they seem most of it just like, hey, they're here for one purpose, to go ahead and spread the universe. And a lot of them are mystics. That's why you can see currently a tree flying through space and it not instantly shriveling up and dying.
So yeah,
I'm gonna relay that the best I can then.
Great.
So stop
Don't
rolling
run into them.
engineering. First one to get the power back on, I rolled a 24.
Okay, 24. You see the power begin to flicker on a little bit, and then it shuts back down. Underneath you, you begin to hear...
Roll perception.
Yeah.
$15.
15. Sounds like some sort of mechanical piece being attached to your ship from underneath.
I will. If I scream really loud, can they hear me from the deck?
No, not from where you are compared to where engineering is from the bridge.
All right.
Being our communication devices are probably.
Your
battery
comms,
powered.
yeah, your comms are
they
fine.
dead?
No, your comms are fine. It just seems like everything powered to the ship is not.
Oh, I figured the comms wouldn't work since we're in space and there's no relays other than the ship.
Magic.
Bluetooth.
Cool. I will open comms
They've
with
used
everyone.
the drift anyway.
Hello.
Hi. What the?
It sounds
What's
like
that
somebody's
noise?
on the exterior of the ship drilling up into it.
Can we leave?
What? No.
Can we
Can
leave?
you, Sonny, get down to the guns and see if you can see anyone below us? Because that's where the guns are located.
Yeah, I am actually already there, Joshua. Can I see anything?
No, because currently there is like the camera that you would look to see through is off. There seems to be no power to it.
Oh.
You try to turn like the
Uh,
joystick
window?
for it, and the gun's not like you can't even see any sort of like gun movement or anything like that.
We
Um,
don't have
I really
any
hope there was a
power,
window.
so
Alright, who pissed
Meta,
off the
I was really
Xenoblade?
hoping there was a window.
Well, I mean, pretty much everything besides engineering is in the bridge. So I mean, there is like the giant window up top, but most of the actual
Tunnels and stuff.
Yeah, controls are
Oh.
like it's all gonna be using scanners and what you see in front of you.
Okay. Um,
Would I be able to do my magic officer scrying for the engineering phase to try to do a scan below us?
Sure.
Alrighty. Then I will perform a scan
Mhm.
using mysticism.
Scam
instead of-
seems about right.
Yeah, it
I
just
always
says
knew magic was a scam.
a substantial form of divination. That's what I'm using.
'Kay.
Ooh. Right, mysticism. Oh wow, 26.
26. You do sense there are roughly about 8 life forms underneath your ship. Underneath Otto.
Everyone, we have a whole nother crew below us. I'd say be prepared. We are being boarded.
Okay. Do you know what they are by chance?
Basic information, living crew, then whole points and the stuff about the ship. Nope, no clue.
Outstanding. What is the main way that they could breach into this ship?
Probably whatever they're drilling through the hole for.
They drill through the hole. We're all just being sucked out.
You begin now in
First time on the
the
ship.
engineering area. You begin to see 4 clamps pop up and like pierce through the floor and begin to slowly turn. You hear
I
Al
will-
come over
Otto.
the radio. Please do not resist. We're coming in.
Otto, can you get back up to the bridge?
I'm gonna step out of the engine room and seal the door.
'Kay.
Is there a window looking through the doors?
Yeah, there's a small little like porthole.
All right, cool. I'm gonna
Ow,
close
that
it and
treacherous
just look
bastard.
through.
Are you staying in the engineering room?
I'm gonna stay outside the engine room so I can get eyes on.
I want to barricade us on the bridge if you can get up here.
I'd rather not give them the go of the ship. I'd rather us, keep them sealed there.
I mean, as of now, they're gonna punch a hole
Hey.
wherever you are.
Captain, I just want to toss
And-
this out here right now. We're being boarded. We're a little tiny ship. There is that big fuck off Xenowarden ship right there. If we have a way to
Yeah.
get in touch with them,
Right?
we
No.
might be able to.
If I had their phone number, that'd be great.
I mean, is communications down? Can we not open like a hailing? Like it was like, hey,
We have 0 power.
It might
I'm
be
just
them
not sure.
though.
Can we
Rex,
flash a
can
light
we
towards
open
them?
communication in? Do you
Just-
have any way we could use a comm link to open communication with the big ship? For all we know, it's them, by the way. But
just tossing things out.
Hey, Captain.
no, it's a good idea.
Hey, Captain.
Otto.
Could you Callie one of your grenades? And Callie, could you go ahead and bring that to me, please?
Yeah, you got it.
Are we blowing up the ship?
Wait,
No. Blowing
This
up
is
a
our
part of the ship.
reward for the next job. We shouldn't destroy it.
No, it's fine. I can fix it.
Yeah, I know.
And plus, I'd rather have Callie down here because I want to see her fighting styles.
I don't trust her. Good idea.
That's right.
Good idea.
Can I
I'll grab it.
Can
I'll
I
grab
try
it
to
from
rig
Thrawn and
my-
get it down.
can I try to rig like my personal communication device to maybe like send out like a broad signal?
Yeah, go ahead and roll engineering. Kali, you begin to you see the captain hand you a grenade, and tells you to go down to engineering.
Do you have something else you were trying
Well,
to do
this
through
is an
there?
interesting situation. What?
I was just saying, was there something else you were trying to do there? I know you were saying something a little earlier.
Oh no, I was just saying that I was grabbing the grenade from Thrawn and gonna bring it down to Otto.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is that one of those useless
Part of the crew.
grenades?
Fits right in.
I got a 21.
21.
Nice.
You go ahead and hook up your comm link, and you seem to be able to open up a channel. You're not sure how long the range will be, but you go ahead and open up a open channel.
Captain, I have an open communications channel. We can try to reach them.
Nice job, Denverino and Rix. Let's do this. Greetings. Any response?
And what languages do you know?
I picked any
And the question is,
common. I should
I
have
guess we
way
can
more.
all
I
hear
just
it,
haven't
right?
picked any.
Excuse me?
We can all hear it, right?
Yeah, anyone who's on the bridge can currently hear it.
All right, I speak Akatonian, Castrovellian, Draconic, Kasatha, Shirin, and Vest.
Wow, you actually do speak the language. In Draconic, you do hear, we mean no harm. We just need to hide.
What did they just say, Rix?
Something about meaning no harm and wanting to hide.
Well, how are they gonna hide their big ass ship on our ship?
I don't think we're communicating with the ship.
Well, who are we communicating with? I'm so confused.
The
Below
8 individuals below us.
As Otto, you see the whole finish. You do see a tube as you see a couple of scaled arms pick up the metal sheet and put it off to the side. As you see two large dragon-like creatures sort of crawl up and out. You see
Otto,
them have to like
Kali.
crouch down a little bit.
These are non-combatants as far as we're concerned. Do not fire until fired upon.
For choosing sides, I choose the large ship.
But Captain, did you say fire?
Same domino. No, I said don't fire.
Did you
They,
say take aim? Did you say shoot?
no, I didn't. Those are good questions,
Shooting.
though. Those are good questions. Okay, bye, Otto.
Okay. Hey, Kali, how far are you?
As you like turn around and
almost
you see
there.
that she's down the hall from you. She just opened up the door that heads down the hallway where all the like all the quarters are, as well as the end of the hall where engineering is.
All right. Hey, Rix, ask them what exactly they're hiding from.
I didn't expect the RP. Okay.
Most of you don't understand any of that unless any of you speak Draconic.
Sunny, no?
Sonny, you don't speak Draconic, really?
That's a big negative.
I do.
It's like Denver does.
Denver also speaks Draconic.
I'm telling you, idiot genius.
Yeah, it's a good way to describe you. They don't seem to respond for a moment. You just see Otto and Kali. You sort of see their hands up and begin to walk forward towards the door.
Can I have that grenade?
Not yet. He said not to fire.
Well, no, I know it's gonna
So-
be a throwback.
Oh, okay. Can we communicate with them somehow? Like through Rix?
You can certainly try. I mean, right now they don't seem to have. You look around, you don't see any sort of like comlink attachments or anything.
Did they not respond to Rix at all?
They did not seem to have responded to Rix.
All right, Rix with me. We're going down there. Actually, just everyone come with me and have your guns out. If you need to like pop into your room to get your gun, like you can do that too. Like it's a broad. You get what I mean. Let's go.
Never. I just manifest it in my hand.
Samesies.
I'll be
I'm
there
gonna-
shortly.
I'm gonna like reach down and be like, I've been dying to try one of these, and I've come back up with my Electrovore glove.
Yes.
Like, hell yeah.
I don't even have armor on.
Right. Who needs armor?
Numbers for chumps.
I'm on
Second skin.
vacation.
You guys all take your weapons and begin to storm your way towards engineering. He's like, you notice his hand, he places it in front of you and begins to reach for the door.
No. I just like raise up the sniper, like, now.
Come on now.
That kind of freaks me out, so I hand Otto the grenade.
You see, as like you manifest the grenade and like hand it over, their eyes get real big.
I put it in my left hand, my palm keeping the spoon down, and I just pull the pin, and I'm like, ah! I have my hands on the spoon. Y'all know how a grenade works, right?
Just
Yeah,
put the
Spoon
pin
down,
back in.
Pull the pin. As long as the spoon stays down, you're good.
That still makes me so nervous.
Yeah.
I take a few steps back.
I just like put the grenade like on the window, just kind of like tapping it. Just kind of like,
The rest of you guys, as you guys walk up to engineering, you guys see a pin that's in
the
Otto's
other hand.
other hand as they're banging on the door with a grenade like just closed in their hand.
Yep, that checks out.
I'm on the walk up there. I'm just gonna be swearing under my breath in Kasatha, but you'll notice it does have a little bit of a twang to it. So it's like I'm speaking common, but I'm actually speaking. I'm speaking Kasatha with a weird accent.
It's beautiful.
Lots of son of a bitch. God damn it! What the fuck?
Rix, can you ask them? I don't know, like, what's going on here? What are they hiding from?
Yeah. I'll say it.
It looks over at you speaking Draconic. It like
Yep. Arcanium school's paying off.
through the door you begin to hear him shout, and it just sounds like a lot of angry roars. But to Denver and Ferrix, you guys hear, it was us you spoke to. We heard our communication go off down there, but we were up here to not be able to. We're hiding from them, and he like points off to like direction where the Xeno Wardens were.
They're hiding from the Xeno Wardens apparently.
Yeah.
No, the
in
Zito
Dracon-
Wars are supposed to be non-combatants. They're supposed to be very peaceful. Denver, did you have something to add here?
Yeah, in Draconic, I'm just gonna be like, the fuck you hiding from? Also with an accent.
They
When do you
look
speak Draconic?
a little weird at you there, and then just pointing at where the Xeno Warden ship would be.
Ask them if they're the ones that turned off our power.
Who turned off our power?
And you see
roar roar.
a second, like the one behind him, sort of raise his hand.
That was shitty.
That one.
turn it back on.
Right. Yeah, turn it back on.
Let's get these idiots off my ship. I mean,
Otherwise, that ship
our
is
ship.
going to come over here and see what the fuck is going on. Tell them to turn it back on.
Turn it back on.
We
No, in Draconic.
turn it
Oh,
back on, and you don't blow us up.
So,
they would
Or-
not be blown up if we.
If we wanted to blow you up,
No.
we would blow you up.
in
yeah, that's
Draconic
fine.
here. In Draconic here. Hey now, brother. So we got one or two situations going on here. You zapped our power, and they're over there, and you're trying to hide from them. So really, all we're trying to do is not get looked at and figure out why the hell you're even here. So turn the power back on, and we can all talk like civilized folks. All right?
You see the one in the back begin to climb back down.
Just, hey, I told them if they turn the power back on, we'll at least hear them out. So,
Yeah, Otto, don't blow them up yet.
I know.
Can you-
When the power gets turned back on, I'll put the pin back in.
rip in that shit now. What the fuck?
Oh, Denver, like,
Oh.
Fucking
Um,
got me feeling like Ferrix in a cave right now. Holy shit.
nobody bats an
have a
eye when you're doing
psychokinetic
donuts
hand.
outside the cave.
you guys begin to, like the sirens or the alarms, I should say, excuse me, begin to turn off, and you hear,
Thank you.
and the lights. Hello, factory resetting.
Oh no.
All of our hard work.
All right. I'll repin the grenade. I'll put it away, and then I'll tell them if we want them out of that room, we're gonna have to back out because that's depressurized now. So we're gonna have to stay a room back so they can come in
Yeah,
repressurize.
they need to. Yeah, you're right. All right, everybody back up.
Hey, tell them what we're doing. Either one of you.
You sound like you have a better accent than I do, so I figure you probably should be the one.
Repressuring root. Wait, what did you want me to say?
So there's a room. They're in a room. I gotta check in and we gotta save them.
Right.
They're in a room. And
They look at you very confused and just reach for the door and just open it,
Oh, no.
and it is fine.
Oh,
Wait.
Oh,
Whoa.
apparently-
Do we have those fancy shields that stop the depressurization?
I got it. I want to go and look down the hole.
You look down the hole, and the ship is connected to their ship.
Yep. Hey, they just made one big old ecosystem between our ship and their ship. We're fine.
Okay.
And at that point, as you sort of look down and like squeeze past this dragonborn, that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break. We're going to come back here in a little bit, do a little bit of recap, and then go back on what these passengers have to say. So we'll be back 5 minutes. We'll see you in a little bit. Hi,
Also-
hello.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
Because I'm
In
really
outer
good
space.
In
at cutting
outer space.
Ian off. Not Ian,
Yeah.
but also JJ. Really anyone.
One and the same,
Nope,
right?
Matt. Okay. Just wanted to be really good at cutting everyone off. Before we get started with the recap, Rearton, thank you so much for the huge party of 10. Welcome on in. If you're new here, we play Starfinder. Almost said Shadowrun every Thursday. Starfinder every Thursday now. We are partnered with Paizo. So make sure to go ahead and give them a look.
Dang.
Yeah, we're sort of like the big kids on campus. Also, Jester, thank you so much for the follow. But if you're new here, please feel free to hit that follow button. It goes a long, long way. We already hit our July goal, and we're looking towards our August goal already. So, what up? That being said, just real quick, where we left off at. You guys accepted a mission to go hurry up, sit and wait at Castrovel until someone reached out to you. You guys got boarded by a couple of Dragonborns. Otto threatens the first person they ever seen on the ship that's not part of the crew with the grenade. And I think that's about it.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That's about right.
As you go ahead and Denver, as you look down, you see that the two are connected now. You see the other Dragonborn begin to climb back up.
Then in Draconic there as he's coming back up, so it's just the two of you? And you don't want the big old space tree to know where you're at.
I speak little. And he says it in common.
Oh, still in Draconic. We got two people aboard that speak Draconic if that's easier for you.
I'll sign him some comments, see if he responds.
He doesn't know what it looks like. But the other Dragonborn looks over. He, and speaking in Draconic, didn't get a lot of learning. So the only thing he really knows is from the people that we're running from, who taught him very little Draconic and very, very broken Common.
All right. You speak anything else? You speak Common? I'd really like to put the rest of my crew at ease here and get everybody on the same page.
He nods. I speak slow, but good.
All right, cool. Hey, Captain, they do speak. This one, I'm going to point to the one who speaks Common, does speak Common, just real slow. So I think everybody should be on the same page here. They're just hiding out from those Xeno Wardens.
Right. Why?
We, and as you sort of look, you do see that the two they originally looked like Dragonborn with no wings or anything, but once they sort of like relax a little bit, you can see a pair of wings behind each of them sort of relax and furl out a little bit. But you do notice multiple holes in the wings. We got away.
You were prisoners.
I wish we were only so kind to be prisoners.
What were you?
I'm assuming that they're like relaying this.
No, they're
Like,
speaking in common.
Common.
They're speaking. The Dragonborn is speaking in common.
Well, with the gun not readily pointed at their faces, but like a low ready, I'm gonna be like, "What? Stop being so fucking cryptic."
He sort of stops and thinks for a second. He looks over to Ferrix and Denver, and in Draconic. What is more or less asking you what's the word for a slave in common?
Yeah, they were like to the crew in common. Not prisoners. They were slaves.
Great.
Mm.
Can we
Next
can I
question.
roll intention to see if I believe that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely sense
What's
their
that?
motive
So, there we go. Thank you.
because
Oh,
we don't
17.
judge here. We just sense how they feel.
We don't judge
I'm
at
judging.
all.
Well,
Laura
Judge.
judges.
what'd you get with that sense motive?
17.
17. It seems honest. I mean, they are speaking slower, but you can definitely tell that they are defensive in nature.
Any weapons?
You look on the back, you do see a what looks like a long pole that has 3 holes at the end of it on one side.
Is just one of them has a weapon?
Yeah, the other one does not seem to have one.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Domino and just kind of be like, "Can you confiscate that till we?"
Without saying anything, I just walk up and reach for the weapons.
I got that. All right, cool.
This makes me
I didn't
feel
expect
awful.
that. I thought you was gonna be more diplomatic.
As you walk up and begin to reach for the weapon, he
That's what
goes
you wanted,
ahead.
right?
He goes ahead and just reaches back and sort of like grabs the weapon and just whacks you in the top of the head with it.
Can I disarm him?
I'm assuming. Well,
Yeah,
first,
fuck his day up.
I'm assuming that a 21 hits you because you said you're not wearing armor, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
My AC's 10.
Okay, cool. For a creature this size, Domino, you expect it to hurt a lot more. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and it just almost feels like, and you can see that there's a little button next to his hand, where like and 3 holes towards the top of the weapon, but it sort of looks like he just whacks you with it, and looks over to Ferrix, Denver, then to Thrawn, as everyone seems to be listening to whatever Thrawn's saying.
I will disarm him.
Okay, go ahead and roll to disarm.
Captain, I really don't think that they mean us any sort of problem here. I really think that they're just looking to hide out for a minute.
If I ever, I'd be like, "That's fine. They can hide without their weapons."
Yeah, 23.
But yeah, I'm envisioning
That's,
that whatever Domino's doing is happening faster than we can intervene. That's why I'm silent.
That makes sense. I'm
That's
still gonna
19.
protest while he's doing it.
That was
Yeah, that's
19 to hit plus 4 for my improved combat maneuver.
Right, and that's gonna be 8 plus KAC.
Yeah.
You go to disarm, and very quickly, this guy is very large. He moves past Domino and sort of like baps him once in the back and sort of like pushes you slightly forward, and just gets very defensive now. He presses a button on the weapon. You see 3 beams of just laser just shoot out of it.
Very good, Domino. That was
Don't
Goes from low ready to pointed at his face.
want to
Look.
fight. I just want
great,
speak.
great, fantastic. But you have to understand the situation here. You came onto our ship without any word or notification, no hailing, nothing. You shut down our power. While I tend to believe my compatriots have a point here that letting random people onto our ship with weapons, it's not the best idea.
At this point, I have my hand on my tack lash.
Go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Does he get an intimidation bonus? with
Well, it
all
depends.
these
If are you want to
people,
try to intimidate or just trying to diplomacy it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and reason with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
18.
18. He presses the button again, and the lasers withdraw back into the weapon, and he just drops it down the hole.
Perfect.
Get that.
Now tell me, where did you get the ship?
Owner.
Fantastic. Who was the owner?
Mm.
Now, I need to know, did you get it? Were you on their ship?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Rix, Otto, can you go check out their ship? I'm going to send my people to make sure you're not being tracked. Is that okay?
They two look at each other.
To everyone, Zerat and their heads are going to say, my scan from earlier detected 8 people below. Is there anything you would like to share with us before our teammates go down?
Is that to them as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Other. And he looks over to Denver. Slaves. Instructions. Shoot, if not us.
Okay, we'll tell them to drop their weapons, leave them on the ship, and come up here.
We got food. If it helps.
Mm. Patience. And he begins to climb back down.
Why are we negotiating with these fugitives?
You know what?
Slaves aren't fugitives.
Yeah, we need to have a talk about how you view everybody else in the galaxy that's not a Vesk. All right.
I mean,
Like,
he's probably just butthurt because he got his ass whooped.
also true. You got fucking whooped.
We'll see if I'm there next time you're about to get whooped.
Fucking try to touch me. I'm too dang quick. Can't touch me.
Also, as a
Hey.
solid team, you better be there.
Also, he just went back down into a hole with a bunch of people with guns. So why don't we just?
Yeah, that's
Them
probably
or
the
the
point.
big ship behind us.
Yeah, why would we side with the small ship when there's something that could take us apart in like 10 seconds?
With Denver at the seat and me cranking up his engines, we can get away.
Damn right. And high five.
Are they still
Um,
approaching us? Would we even know?
A few moments come by, and you see a halfling pop their head up. Just the eyes.
Oh.
And it climbs up.
Hi there.
You can see that this individual is completely covered in bruises from head to toe. Very worn down clothing. Climbs up, gets on board. Most of the individuals that come up, and there is 2 gnomes, a tiefling, and let's see, gnomes, tiefling, halfling. And sorry, I had to do math. And 2 Yosokis sort of plop up, and then the last dragon comes up. At this point, it is very, very crammed here in the engine room.
Zerat, could you show him to the cafeteria?
Yes. Please, after me. And I'll start heading my way towards the cafeteria, and then on the way there, I would like to cast a spell.
Okay. As
I would.
they
I
all
would like
before they
to-
leave, they all look up to the one that asked for patience and the one that's been mostly speaking, and he sort of bows his head. and then they all begin to follow Zerat out.
I will tap Domino on the shoulder and be like, "You should go make sure shit goes down." And I'm assuming Sunny is on your shoulder, which might help. The two of you can
Yes, I will
follow
join.
them.
Hey,
Great. Now we haven't had the pleasure of exchanging names. I am Thron Venser, and this is the Rat Pack.
it's the second name today.
My name is Drakthor.
Great. I'm gonna call you Drac for short. Is that cool?
No.
Fantastic, Drakthar. Okay, I need to hear. Can I send my people onto your ship now? Or the ship you stole, rather?
Yes, but brother will follow to make sure nothing is stolen.
You don't want us to steal your stolen property? That's fine. Rix,
Yeah,
Otto, can you go check
jeez.
that out?
Yeah, Ferx, let's go. I'm also gonna kind of look at Callie and kind of be like,
Good call.
because he can't fight, and I only have a sniper. You're a close quarters combat fighter right now.
Oh boy.
So the three of you begin to go ahead and descend into the ship. The ship is significantly worse off than yours is. Most pieces are heavily rusted. A lot of cracks in the walls. You're actually surprised this thing actually is flying through space right now.
Can our ship fly the same with them still attached? If we were like to take off right now,
It will have a lower speed.
okay, but we can't. All right. What if I
All three of you
like,
can go ahead and
lock it in?
roll perceptions.
Denver, I'm gonna need you to get to the bridge
20?
and do what you do best. Start plotting a course to get us the hell out of here if we need to run from Mama Jama.
Yeah, just know with that. Well, I haven't seen what it is, but with whatever the hell is hanging off our underside there, we are going to be a hell of a lot slower.
Yeah, we might have to dump it.
All right. Cool. Then, yep. And I'm gonna head on up to the bridge.
As
If
you
I
get to
see
the
that-
bridge, the
if I-
doors open. Hello, Captain.
Hey there. How's it going? Yeah. Yep. Definitely the captain. That's me.
What were you saying about seeing anyone on the way? I'm sorry.
Yeah. If I run or if I walk past or run into that tiefling on the way though, I'm definitely going to acknowledge that I am also a tiefling, and just try to like get that real quick, like, hey, we're very similar kind of bond.
Roll diplomacy.
That's a dirty 20.
He nods towards you, but doesn't really seem to be otherwise acknowledging the fact. He just
Yes.
looks away. The three of you. Okay, so I know Otto got a 20. Ferrix and Kali, what did you guys get?
I got an 18.
18?
I got a 16.
16. Whoa. The three of you search through the ship. It is 4 quarters, or 4 living quarters, and a very small bridge. The computer systems look to be in a probably non-working. They probably don't have any scanners or anything like that. With Otto, with your 20, you notice that they have a single weapon console. But other than that, you guys do notice there is an armory, a room like an army room that is currently behind like a half metal, half glass door that requires a hand scanner. But I mean, that's all of you guys really find. You do see in one of the rooms, there is just about 4 small boxes of food and like a small thing of medical supplies.
Well, Ferrex, at least we can definitely can tell they're on the run. I didn't lie about that.
Yeah, they don't want much. Kind of feel bad about their computers.
Maybe maybe download all the logs so we can get a better idea where this came from.
I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to use my quick hack to just quick scan all the computers, get basic information.
Okay. You get basic information. This just flew from Absalom Station not too long ago. It's about 3 days into its travel.
Does it have like an owner name or anything?
Owner name. Let's see here. In the owner name, it just says unknown. But the name of this spaceship, excuse me, is Her Majesty.
But tracking.
Relay that.
Oh, is this ship being tracked?
I haven't found it yet. I would have to dig deeper. So I'll have to actually hook up to computers.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your computers.
Hey, Denverino, any hits in the 5-head on Her Majesty?
Hits in the 5-head on Her Majesty. Let me think on that for a second.
Alright,
Can I
5-head
make
crank.
Can I make that culture check?
You can.
16 computers.
Okay.
26 on my culture for the Her Majesty with the -5 of the DC there.
Nice. So really a 31.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
That's 2 5-head for me.
I'm too good, man.
The only time you've heard of it is when you were pod racing on Absalom. Someone did put Her Majesty up as a bet. Like they were pretty much putting the pink slip up for it as a bet.
All right.
But you don't know
Hey.
what the outcome of that said bet was, but
So, Cap, I'm just gonna let you know now. I've only heard of this ship one time before. It was somebody thought it was a hot idea back when I was Hot Shot Pod Racer to put this thing up as a bet on one of the races I was doing. I don't know who they were betting on. I don't know if it changed hands. I don't know nothing about that. I just know that somebody somewhere is hot shit enough to bet this on a race.
But did you win the race, though?
If I say yeah, would you believe me?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, great job. I'm really proud of you.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm
I also
pretty
think
damn good.
they bet on you, right? Who else would they
Oh,
bet on?
Who else
So
would
it
they
did
bet on?
change
I'm
hands.
damn right.
Damn right.
Dang right.
But yeah, I don't know shit about shapes when it comes to who owns it or where it's coming from, other than it was last I knew it was on Epsilon.
All right.
with your
Grenades, high spades, Gatorade.
exactly, with your 16 on computers, is there anything like specific that you're trying to get out of it?
Trying to see if there's a tracking device or anything.
You look through it. There is a tracking device on it, but it's non-functional.
Not being tracked.
I'm gonna look at Callie and be like, "You got him?" Like pointing at Ferrex. And then I'm just gonna hop back up and fire up the engines and boost it back to where he could fly faster. Also, before I go, I'm gonna check the locks on the ship below, make sure it's securely locked into our ship. That way, if we do take off, it ain't gonna break off.
Yep.
We don't want to be left behind.
Huh?
I said we don't want to be left behind.
You.
I mean, I thought at this point you might want to be left behind. You might regret your decision to join the show. You're like, I'll just stay on the ship. I'm gonna be okay.
Here. The other dragon, sort of dragonborn, dragonkin, I guess it is, will look at you, Kali, and Ferrex. Are you done?
I look at Kali. I think so.
Yeah, I would say so.
And sort of points towards where you guys came into the ship at.
I apologize in Draconic. Go up.
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
would I know what kind of ship Her Majesty is?
No, you just remember. You remember like there was a lot of people talking about this bet because most people don't bet ships when it comes to that. So it was just a very hot ticket item, not necessarily like what kind of ship it was. You never saw the ship. You just heard of it that its pink clip was being put up.
Okay, cool. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Rix, I need to know if anything on this ship is going to can act as a Faraday cage to fool scanners. And we put these people in any room where if we get scanned, they won't know how many people are on the ship. Actually, first off, can they scan us and know how many people are on the ship?
Yeah, it's a pretty basic function.
Well, that's why I'm the captain.
I mean,
I also need you to unlock my phone later. I fucked it up again, but it's different. It's a video game, really, but it's fine.
Wait, you're not playing that game again, are you? Sean, I told you.
Andy's.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Hate it.
I told you that's just a microtransaction game.
Yeah, but Al is so
Spend it all on
convincing.
credits.
Al is so convincing. I just spent my savings. It's fine. I have the money we made off the last run. It's okay. Nah, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna unlock it, and I'm gonna make it back. They promise you can make it back. You don't have to pay. I think I'm done paying. I think that's it.
That's how they get you. No,
Okay.
whatever.
At
Do we
this
put them
point,
anywhere?
Zerat, you see that you go ahead and begin to provide them their meals, and you see that almost all of them begin to like portion it out and just take like pieces and just putting it off to the side.
If that's the case, then the 5 people who will look for worst off, Zerat's going to reach out and pull out the 5 multivitamins that he created and just start handing them out one by one. These will satisfy all of your nutritional needs for 24 hours. If you want to keep the food.
Roll
We have plenty
diplomacy.
of- Oh, shit.
You just give random people that just come to your ship, here's some pills.
That'll make you feel better.
Right.
Number one thing I learned in life: always be skeptical of people trying to
That's
give
what
you
I'm
drugs.
saying.
I actually have a point in that, so 18.
18. The halfling will look at it, eat it.
How does it taste? I've never tried it before.
It's not bad. I've eaten worse, but
We
it's
also
very
have-
filling. Weirdly. You one of
I'm
those?
glad you like it.
Okay, and they go ahead and just like take their plate and just like plop in the corner of the cafeteria, and sort of put the plate down in front of them and begin to like rock back and forth a little bit. Like eventually, all of them will take the pill, and will like take their plate and like sit in a circle on the floor instead of it sitting at the table, and we'll just sit on the circle on the floor and just all with their plates out in front of begin to rock back at like fetal position almost.
Zerat will join them.
You go ahead and plop down next to them, start rocking back and forth. The two gnomes look at each other and start laughing. Why you do this?
I didn't want to feel left out.
The two gnomes sort of look over to the halfling.
Why do you do this?
And you notice like the gnomes aren't physically like hurt, but they are very, very almost frail looking. The halfling looks over to them. It's a way for us to keep. It's a way for us to keep our mind.
I don't know what that means.
The two gnomes begin to chuckle a little bit. Going back to the scene of everyone who is currently on the ship at the bridge, I believe, with Thrawn and Denver and Ferrix at this point. Well, actually, Ferrix and Kali, you guys are ushered back to your guys' ship. Otto, you make it there back in time to go ahead and turn on the engines and give it extra power. You guys begin to hear that very familiar as the engines begin to spin up. Yeah, all the people in the circle begin to look around, start panicking a little bit.
No need to fear. It is functioning as normal.
And you see, like, they begin to rock just a little bit faster.
Great. Zerat will stand up and go over and find Domino and Sunny, and then just, in their minds alone, these people are weird.
Yeah, I started to notice that.
I would be standing at the corner of that cafeteria just watching you guys, but yeah, I don't think we should be making sides with these people.
Believe me, if it comes down to it, I would give them back over because I don't think we will win that fight. But let's hope it not comes to that.
On the intercom at the piloting's chair. Captain, incoming message.
Go ahead.
I
hope Thrawn's in the room.
Am I in the room?
mean, as of last I knew, you were like at engineering talking to this.
Yeah, I don't think
Drakthar.
I'm in the room just yet.
Okay, then yeah, just go ahead.
You see a virtual display appear in the middle of the room. Just you on this ship, eh?
Hi there. Oh, that's the wrong voice. That's the wrong character I've been playing all together. Holy shit.
Yikes.
That's the other character from a different game.
You?
Phineas, what are you doing here?
Phineas!
Yeah, holy shit. That's embarrassing.
Awkward.
But yes, proceed. I'll get back into the voice.
We saw that your power was down and just came back online. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the voice again.
I have a
Come on now.
Come on now.
Hell yeah.
Come on,
Pretty much all that was going
Say
on there
3
was
words, you'll get there.
yeah,
Exactly.
just hell yeah. So pretty much all that's going on there. We just had a real quick little hiccup back in the old generator. We had to go back, give it a swift kick in the ass, and yeah, we're heading on our way. Y'all good out there?
Absolutely. You haven't happened to see any sort of ship flying through here in the last, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes?
No, I ain't seen shit.
Roll deception.
Especially not since our sensors and everything are down with the power outage. So like, nah.
Roll
So,
bluff.
like, not lying.
Roll bluff.
Would it be
We didn't
since
see.
I did not see the ship, I'm not lying.
Sure.
We never saw the ship. It was just
Technically,
attached.
Ian hates you.
Technically, you did
I've
see
seen
the inside of the ship.
I haven't
We didn't
seen
see the ship flying around here,
True,
though. And that
true.
was
It
the
a ship
question.
Flying
Do you
around.
feel like you're lying?
Right.
Sounds like you
If
feel
you
like
feel like you're lying, you're probably lying.
If you have to ask.
So what am I rolling?
If you don't think you're lying to them, then go ahead and roll diplomacy. If you feel like you're lying to them, go ahead and roll bluff.
I'm gonna go ahead and lie my ass off. It's got the better.
Okay.
It's got the better modifier. Hot damn, dirty 20.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well,
no, ain't seen shit.
if you do, there's a 10,000 credit prize for returning that ship to us. Thank you. And he just had to just close off communications.
Cafeteria gang are just banging their heads against the walls. If only we'd known.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Why weren't we there?
I'm gonna open it up with Ron. Hey, Captain. You might want to get up to the bridge sooner than later. I got some news.
Did you trick Alan to thinking you were the captain again?
Well, yeah, no,
Al was like, Captain, are you speaking to yourself?
100%. No, this is bigger than just me pretending to be.
Did you talk to the big ship?
First off, they talked to me.
We've talked about this. I'm coming. I'm on my way.
You begin to head back that way, and the dragonkin begins to follow you.
Drakthar with me. Yep, come with me. Rix, if you can hear me, I still. What's the sit rep on? Can we hide these people on our ship? Without
I
them
have
being
been
seen?
thinking about it. We might be able to make some kind of smuggler compartment in one of the rooms. I would need some scrap from the ship. Maybe Otto can point out some redundancies.
What a throwback.
Right.
That was a nice throwback. Check out season 1 of Starfighter on youtube.com/Jabers11. Anyway,
Previously called Star Ventures.
that's true. It was called Star Ventures. Okay, so we can make a smuggler's compartment, and it would avoid scans.
Not quick
To
enough.
a degree,
by the
we
way.
would need some certain materials, which
And
you know
time probably.
can be able to make.
Okay, Josh. Logically speaking,
Mhm.
how many people ought to be on this ship? Like, how big is our ship?
I mean, your ship has a pretty decent like maximum capacity size. Like
Okay.
right now, like
Is it?
the 8 of you is literally I believe the bare amount, if
Minimum.
not very close to it. But you guys are like, without bringing this crew on, like this, I guess crew on, you guys were the bare minimum that could functionally use this ship. So,
Okay, so
I mean,
it's plausible that these people are part of our crew.
right.
Right. And we don't need to hide them. That's fantastic. We need to ditch the ship below at some point, though. Well, it's a problem for another day. Denver, I'm here now.
Yeah.
What is the situation?
So, first off, you look great. Second all,
You shortly
I've been working out.
after beginning to have this conversation, see Drakthar walk in.
all right. This is. Hello, how's it going there? All right. So pretty much, I just got a call from the old Xeno wardens over there saying that if we were to see the ship that is currently so lovingly attached to our underside there, that we should give them a call because it's worth about 10,000 credits. Now what I'm thinking, I'm gonna look at Drakthar and be like, now I'm not saying we're gonna turn nobody in right now. I'm saying they said that the ship is worth 10,000 credits. So, I mean, you picking up what I'm putting down there, Captain?
I'm picking up what you're putting down, definitely.
All right.
My assumption is they wanted the people on the ship, but maybe we could figure it out.
Well, they didn't say shit about nobody being on the ship. They just said, "Hey, we want that ship back. It's worth 10,000." And
what's the big ass ship doing?
I didn't ask.
I mean, it's currently still going. I mean, it's very, very slow because of how large the ship is, but it's moving.
Right. Otto, how long does it take to fire up the drift engine?
Josh?
I believe it is like 5 minutes for it to power up. I could be wrong.
I mean, the normal mechanic could do it about 5. I could probably do it a little quicker.
Hell
Right.
yeah!
Let's go ahead and start that process. I have a feeling it's gonna. The situation might end with us running. So let's start that process up.
Yeah, I'll prime it up, but just be warned, when I prime up the drift engine and we don't use it, it's not the greatest on the system. You know, we'll be fine from time to time, but let's not make a habit of this.
Right.
I'm gonna flip open the box
advice.
that's. I'm gonna flip open like a little box on the panel that just says drift on it.
Oh.
Just like, hell yeah, I'm ready to hit this button microwave oven. Here we go.
Also, Captain, if we do hit the drift while that ship is attached, there is a high chance that it will be torn off.
All right.
Would like to point out that if we did have
Denver.
to make a run for it, we're probably faster than that big old ship, even with this one attached.
Great. Can you resume our course? Are we headed in the same direction or opposite direction?
Opposite direction. They're like flying. So like, if you guys are flying at 12 o'clock, they're coming in at like 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Great. Maintain course toward Castrovel, and we will sort this whole situation out. Drakthar. You've got some splaining to do. Tell me about this. What happened to you?
I'm gonna get the course headed back, and I'm making a course specifically for Cabrat.
Okay.
By the way,
Cabrat Castrovel.
Yeah.
Hold on. My feet's gonna come in handy here.
Which one, your left or your right one?
So I took a feat called Intuit Relationship. After 1 minute of interaction or observation with 2 or more creatures, you can attempt to sense motive to intuit the relationship between or among these creatures.
Okay.
If you understand the language they are speaking. Can I do that on? Have I been talking in common enough with the 2 Dragonborn to make that check?
I would say that would be enough to be able to, yes.
Okay. Okay, the DC equal to 10. Okay, so I have to make a bluff check. The DC is equal to 10 plus the highest bluff skill bonus among the creatures.
Okay.
Or 15 plus 1.5 times the highest CR. I would imagine it's the bluff for these
Yeah.
creatures, or whichever is higher. So yeah, cool. Check real quick. High number here. Not very high. It's actually only 15, so we really can't beat them.
Well, neither of them have a bluff rank. So it was what plus?
So it does.
Yeah, because neither
10 plus, yeah.
yeah. So neither of them have a bluff rank. Um, you would probably assume that the way that they look, the way they both their mannerisms are, the way that they just act, they're probably brothers, or at least related some way.
Can I get? Is there a relationship, like even at a base level, between all of these people? Like, do I understand any of that at all?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll one more time for me.
Okay. Oh, 20.
Okay. All of them have lived together in some capacity. But it definitely seems like the two Dragonkin feel responsible and they take responsibility for the whole group.
Okay. So first off, you can tell me how you became the leader of this ragtag group of runaways.
I freed them. I made the plan, and they followed.
Oh, you freed them. I heard breed, and I was
Yes.
like,
I did too, and I was like,
all right, this
what?
is different.
Yes.
You
I think we
freed.
made a mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm in danger. No, but it was they freed and they followed.
And where were you? Where did you free them from?
Mostly Absalom.
Were enslaved on Absalom Station by. I'll point to the ship. Are they just like hunters trying to find you?
I think.
Who were you enslaved by?
He didn't tell us his name. Said name gives power.
Okay, what did you do on a day-to-day basis?
Break down ships, speeders, sold. Slept. Ate if lucky.
Well, as long as that ship isn't coming for you, you're safe with us. Can I sense motive on all this nonsense real quick?
Yep, absolutely.
21.
21. Seems 100% authentic.
Okay, we're gonna try and make it to Casterville. Have you ever been?
No. Little ones have. I have not.
We're gonna try and get you to Casterville. With your ship intact. But your ship attached to us right now is hindering our speed. And we may have to drop it if we get into some shit. So I'm gonna have Ali go with you to get anything you need from that ship right now. That makes sense?
Yes.
Great.
Okay. And he begins to head towards engineering bay where the hole is. Kali, do you go ahead and follow Drakthar back to their ship to go ahead and begin to collect supplies?
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you go downstairs. It's not a whole lot. He carries most of it himself. But you do see he goes ahead and takes the boxes of food and stuff and pushes them up to where onto your guys. It's more or less the floor of the engineering bay, and climbs back down, walks over to the armory you guys saw earlier with the hand scanner, and you see him take the medical box, open up the lid, and take a hand out and just push it against the scanner. Do you hear beep beep? And the door opens up, decompresses. There before you, you see 2 different sets of armor, 4 rifles, 3 pistols. You help carry?
Yeah, sure.
You can keep rifle, and he goes ahead and gives you a rifle with a strap on it. This yours for help. And he goes ahead and begins to sling a bunch of rifles over his shoulders, and take the one of the sets of armor and puts into a large bag and begins to head over and head back up top. You guys are able to go ahead and get all of the stuff out of the ship. Yeah, you guys are all set.
So as we get into the engineer room, I ask him, so, whose hand was that?
He smiles a little bit. Owner.
Well, I guess he probably deserved that.
That's what we did after he deserved. And he sort of chuckles a little bit and begins to walk out with his bag full of guns and a set of armor. Otto, you are in the engineering bay getting the drift engine up, so you do hear this little interaction go on as Kali is speaking to Drakthar. It's something about a hand, owners, and probably deserved it. What they did after they deserved, and just chuckles and begins to head out of the engineering bay.
I'll just make eye contact with Kali during it, just kind of like, wow, okay, like that kind of vibe of like, all right, that go back to what I was doing.
You
I
do
just
know.
whispered, I'll tell you later.
You do know for you to be able to actually activate the drift engine, you would have to deactivate your ship's thrusters, which does take. It doesn't take any time for it to deactivate the thrusters. It only takes time to obviously get them warmed up. But you would have to deactivate your thrusters to be able to activate the drift engine. And then you'd roll a couple of things to be able to see how long it would take you to get from point A to point B.
I'm gonna re-verify with the captain. Be like, Captain, before I officially, turn on these drift engines, are we actually drifting?
Doesn't seem like it for now.
That's good, because in all reality, I would
just wanted
like to maintain the ship below, whether for money and or parts.
Yeah.
Drakthar comes in with a multiple guns sling over both their shoulders and a big duffel bag full of other assortments. Where put stuff? They're looking over to you, anyone who's in the bridge.
Oh, you're in the bridge.
Yeah, he walked by away from.
I'm not there.
No, he walked by away from the awkward conversation, chuckling, and then gets to the bridge.
Would we have an armory or anything, or?
as far as I know, I mean, I think there might be open. Is there open space even on
We
the
have
ship?
the hold. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
the hold.
Yeah, you have a hold. You
put
can.
it in the
It's
hold.
huge.
That or they could just stay up in the cafeteria.
We could even put their ship in the hold, probably, if it's a size smaller than ours.
It is a size
Wait.
smaller than ours, so you could.
We actually
Oh.
have a hold.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what. We. As soon
We
as he tells
open
me
these
we're
doors
not-
to just an empty room.
It's just like
We're
a
just like,
giant,
"Let's
huge
eat."
portion of the.
Nobody's ever been here.
It's completely
We-
empty. Yeah.
When did they add this?
We could have taken that pod.
Could have.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
no.
could've-
Somebody told us that we couldn't take the pod. I don't think Rix was here. I think that was the
Well,
issue.
Lord Farquaad is dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we can go back and get the pod. We'll get you a pod. I promise.
But if we ever upgrade the ship with like amenities and stuff, it takes up our hold space. So just keep that.
All right.
Update it with a
since
pod
I'm
bay.
no longer
apparently.
since I'm no longer doing the hyperdrive, I will put the ship in the hold. Do I need the keys? Is there keys? Is there an activation
Also-
code?
It's also a big ass hole in our engineering bay if you move that ship. So
Oh, don't worry. We'll seal. I'll seal it off.
He looks over to you at talking about putting the ship in the hold. How do you open your ship and get ours in while flying?
We don't. We do that when we land. I think is the plan.
No, we can definitely do that right now. All we do is just everybody get out of the hold. Decompressor, open door, I fly in, close door, repressure.
now, I appreciate your gusto, but there's even some wild shit that I won't try to do because that sounds sketchy, brother.
That's perfect. Just stop the engines.
How?
Stay still for a second. It'll be fine.
I don't know if you know how space works, but
He's
like
got
you
momentum, dude.
can't stop a ship. It just keeps floating.
With
You
the
do.
thrusters.
You just fire your front thrusters
Well,
to stop
and then it
inertia.
goes backwards, right?
No, as long as it's
As
opposite
As long
reaction.
as you do it perfectly, yeah.
Well, I mean, does your ship
Yeah,
have front
technically, yeah.
thrusters?
Technically, we're all relatives, so to
Oh,
each
true.
other, neither ship is moving.
True.
Either way,
First of all,
we can.
Hey Otto, can we do this when we're out of the range of big ship? That way they're not like, oh look, the ship we're looking for. It's flying into that other ship.
That we just
Yeah,
talked to
yes.
that said doesn't have it.
Well, we could do it in space. I'm down to give it a shot, and if we all, die, then it's fine.
It's
We'll
really
just go
not
play
that big
Game
of a
Thrones.
deal.
I know, I agree with you. I'm down to do it in space. I just don't want to do it in their range.
All right.
You guys will
Makes
go
it
ahead.
better.
Begin to. Denver, go ahead and roll a piloting check for me.
Yeehaw. Piloting check is literally impossible to roll a 1 on. I got a 27.
I mean, you can still roll a 1. It just won't add up to a 1.
The lowest I can get is a 16.
You go ahead and begin to take off. You can feel the difference in the ship as it's now awkward because you have this energy. It's like pulling forward, but you have an extra weight, sort of counter it a little bit. So you like perpetually have to pull up to not just do a nosedive. But you begin to truck along. As you begin to go, you hear the loud rumble. Or I guess your ship begins to shake a little bit. As all of you see another bright flash of light. And the ship in front of you disappears. I need you to go ahead and roll another piloting check as your ship begins to just turn.
Did these dickbags really drift like right next to us?
Right next to you guys.
What a shitty move. These guys suck, man. Well, joke's on them. It's a 33. So
Barely enough to keep it together. You end up flipping. Everyone that's not actively holding on to something just sort of gets flown through the air a little bit and smacks back down on the ground. The ship begins to continue on course, and you guys are on your way to Castrovel with an additional ship in tow.
Over comms for the whole ship. Just my bad. Well, not really my bad. They're Xeno Wardens are dickbags and drifted right next to us, so I caught a little bit of their wake. It's fine. It's okay. We're good. You're lucky you have somebody as good as me up here at the helm, so you're welcome. Everybody okay?
Yeah, well, now that they're gone and you seem to be so good at piloting, want to get down here and bring the ship inside the hold.
Fine, I guess. Hey,
All right.
Al, you got the comm. Keep it steady, keep it slow, all right?
By the way, Al, I'm the captain.
Psych, I'm the captain now. Figure it out.
Processing. As he begins the process, you go ahead and begin to descend into the go into the ship, and you climb down into the pilot seat. The dragonkin comes down with you and just sort of twists it back, and you hear as it begins to remove itself, and as every little area, he just begins to fill the hole as each little part of the arm that was anchoring it together comes out where the hole is fixed. They go ahead and bring the pod down and close it off. You guys are now two separate ships.
Great.
All right.
Hey, Denver. Who's
Hey.
the captain of this ship?
I mean, it's you. 100% it's you.
Can you tell Al that, or I'm not opening the hold door?
I will tell Al that as soon as I'm back on the ship, Captain.
Well, I want you to do it now, and I'll I'll call you on the phone and be like, "Tell Al." Tell
Hey,
Al.
hey, Al.
Processing.
Al, stop. What are you processing right now, bud?
And you guys hear like
You
a loud
broke Al.
boom come from the speaker.
So as soon as Al comes back online, I'll tell him that you're the captain. Please open the bay door.
Oh, every single day with you, and I'll open the door.
All right, go ahead and roll a piloting check to
You see what I have to put up with?
Fly.
You see this?
Hey, that's why you're the captain.
I mean,
That's what I'm trying to
That-
say.
it's a 34.
Okay.
We're too good at this, man.
You go ahead and fly it in. You do bang on the side of the inside of the hold a little bit, but you're able to go ahead and land it and get the hold closed, have it repressurized, and you guys have a ship inside of a ship. It is very, very full, and this hold that you guys didn't know existed, or most of you didn't know existed until this point. But
Enough
now
room for a pod right there.
there's actually not with this ship inside. There's actually not really room for a pod.
Made it work.
Sure.
Can we fit a pod inside their ship?
Oh, if only they had a ramp to be able to allow it to go in, or a
It's just
area.
Tarkov bag stacking,
Yeah,
but with
just-
ships.
But you guys are able to go ahead, get it taken care of, and continue your course to Castrovel. A few moments go by. Hello, who's flying my ship? And that's what we'll end tonight's session on.
Guys, it was a mistake.
And then they all burst into some sort of space bugs and
Exactly.
should just
I
taken
mean-
10 grand.
I would like to point out that we are on episode 5,
Hmm.
and we have not encountered any sort of Yosoki space aids.
It's true. Also,
So-
for those of you who didn't
Very good.
understand it, it was Al speaking and asking who was flying his ship.
He is coming
Why is
alive.
Al? Why did you broke Al?
Why did you let a full crew of people onto our ship fully armed?
On that note, guys, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out tonight. Really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I do want to shout out Paizo. They were kind enough to go ahead and give us a spotlight tonight over on their Twitter. So thank you, Paizo. It goes a very long way. We do appreciate it. If you guys are new here, please feel free to go down to paizo.com. Check out some of their books. A lot of really cool stuff coming out. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and go around the table to our content creators. We'll go ahead and start with Thrawn because they're sitting next to me.
Hey, yeah, so I play Apex Legends on stream right now. That's the game I'm currently trying to get good at. I also have a blog at the getgoodnews.com if you want to check out. I'm working on a post now about Apex is releasing a new legend called Seer. So check that out over there.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Next up, we got Otto, a.k.a. Yay, a.k.a. J. Robin 7X.
Hi, I'm J. Robin. I'm playing tomorrow for quite a few hours, starting at 7. Going to be playing pretty much Rainbow all night. That's about it. That's all I do.
It's beautiful. I like it. Smooth. Easy. To the point. To the individual who now does the exact opposite. Ian.
Exact opposite.
Of streaming just one game.
Yep. So you can find me on twitch.tv/IanFlux. I am somewhat of a variety streamer. I tend to play a lot of Teamfight Tactics, but I play other things throughout there as well. And on Wednesdays, I am a co-host of a podcast that we record live right there on my channel. We're going through all the other non-MCU Marvel property movies. We started way back with the original Spider-Man made-for-TV movie in the late 70s. It was a train wreck, like you would think. And just this last Wednesday, we watched Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. So come hang out. That's a good time. And I'm getting ready to actually run my own game. It's a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game over on twitch.tv/GeekEliteMedia. That'll be on Fridays at 7 p.m. Arizona time. I don't even know what time zone Arizona's in, so Google it and adjust accordingly. But yeah, that's pretty much me. Twitch.tv/IanFlux. That's IANFLUX.
That one. Also check the chat. That's it. Speaking of Geek Elite Media, Ian, if you want to go ahead and give them a shout out on who Geek Elite Media is and what they help us with.
So Geek Elite Media is a really cool group of nerdy folk who throughout the week get together and talk about a bunch of different stuff. Do you like pop culture TV shows, like the current hotness on TV? Podcast about it. It's the Geeks Watch. Do you like books and literature and stuff? That's something. I'm bad at the name of these shows. But they've got stuff about books, they've got stuff about history, they've got stuff about movies, TV, music. I think there's one about anime probably. But check out geekelitemedia.com. Frostbite was sick, and put that in the chat there. Thank you, Matt. And yeah, give them a peek, give them a listen. They're also super rad and help support us. They do host us over on their Twitch, and they help distribute our podcast, which I think Donnie has more information on how the podcast works.
Heck yeah, he does.
I sure do. You can listen to this episode, past episodes, and past shows wherever you listen to podcasts. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Audible, Stitcher, Spotify. Yep. Like and subscribe, and it helps us out a lot.
And if you find us, or if you can't find us on whatever you like, let us know. Send us a tweet. We do have a Twitter at We Run the Night RP. So make sure to tweet at us. Send us a message on Facebook or on on Twitch here, and let us know so that way we can try to reach out to that portion of where we can go ahead and help reach that for you. This will be uploaded and premiered on youtube.com/jbrews11 over on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Donnie here, we're over there having a good old time talking about last week's episode. Had some people come and view with us, so if you're free, we'll see you there. Other than that, I stream Monday through Friday typically, sometime during the day on the weekends. But please make sure to hit that follow button. Again, we're trying to hit 530 follows by the end of August, and we're already hit our July goal, and we're going towards our August goal already. So thank you guys tremendously for it. A lot of news coming up here shortly, so make sure to keep in the loop. We also do have a Discord, so make sure you go check. Oh, if I could type. And we also have merch. Make sure you guys check out the merch, check out the Discord. We have a lot of really cool stuff getting ready to come out. And there will be We Run the Stars merch in the process of coming out as well. So make sure you go check them out. Last but not least, we are going to raid over to TT2KB. Longtime friends of the channel. Helped really get my start here with tabletop and helping us get partnerships. So make sure you guys go and give them a like if you haven't already. Hit follow. And we'll see you guys next week with more We Run the Stars. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.